Good evening. We're back for another week on Championship Manager FPL. You are joined by me, Andy, FPL Teach Mode, and we are also joined by number 10 in the world, FPL Irons. Luke, how's it going, mate?
Number 10 in the world. Yeah, I'm top out of the 7 billion that are playing, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, mate, it is a worldwide thing. There are people from, South America, Wales playing. So yeah, talk us through this last week, mate. Because obviously, are you just a celebrity now? Are you?
Yeah, it's difficult, I walk the dog with my mask on, and people just like, "Oh, are you the guy that's top 10 in the world?" I'm like, "Come, just please, I just want to walk the dog in peace." It's awful, but it comes with the territory, doesn't it?
They're asking you whether you're Luke. They're after Disable, aren't they?
They are, yeah. But I'd try and take his limelight.
Yeah. Evening, everybody in the chat. Cheers for joining us again tonight. Luke is feeling very festive. Christmas jumper. Yeah. Luke, you were telling me a little bit before we came on about you got a little bit of a plan for these Christmas jumpers, haven't you?
Cool, yeah. I went into my wardrobe just before we started, and I noticed I had exactly 4 Christmas jumpers. So, one for every stream before Christmas. It's perfect. Couldn't be better.
Good God. I've just noticed, by the way, I'm at a slightly different camera angle this week, so you can see a bit more of my nursery, and this little guy back here is looking a bit sinister, isn't he?
It's a bit strange. Looks a bit creepy.
Yeah, Gary left that for me last week. But yes, evening to everybody in the chat. Let's have a quick look and see who's in the chat before we do the teams. So we got Pep Talk, Poster Points, Mark Dorney, FPL Captain is obviously in the chat, evening mate. We got Ronner at 9, Adam Brown, another Hoops who's asking, can I get Irons' autograph? Yeah, I don't blame you, mate. Rich P, oi, Fionn Hayes. Fionn Hayes, I should give you a shout out, by the way. Only just picked you in the FPL Cup we did this week. I think you're something ridiculous in the top 150 in FPL at the moment. So, yeah, I was shocked I managed to beat him this week. It was all based on Bowen, to be fair. FPL Depression, our resident Eeyore, is in the chat as well. Alex Allegretto, Dick Wellington. There's tons of people in the chat. I won't scroll up any further, but evening to all of you. Luke, get us started then. There's a few shocks in the lineups, isn't there? Talk us through the lineups tonight, mate.
I will do. Let's start off with Bolton, who are at home to Leicester. We have UC Escalainen in goal, a back 3 of DeVos, Hendry and Cooper. The wing-backs are Fox and Gardner after his 21-point haul. In midfield, we have Sherwood and Wally. Pedersen is just behind Gota and Wallace. So pretty standard Bolton lineup there. Pretty much the only players people probably have there, maybe Wallace, Pedersen, Wally and Gardner, I think.
Yeah.
Move on to Leicester. We've got Flowers in goal. Sinclair, Elliott, Taggart and Delaney as a back 4. Midfield 4 of Savage, Izzet, Wise and Eadie. Scowcroft playing just off of Sturridge. Ipswich. Serrani's in goal. Gunnison, Bramble, Haridason as a back 3. Tarico as your left wing back and Gardso as your right wing back, so no place for Clapham. Kumas, Holland and Wright in midfield with Pablo and Stewart up top.
Nice.
And Leeds. We have Robinson in goal. Radaby, Woodgate and Ferdinand as a back 3. Mabry and Harpal Singh as our wing backs, so no place for Ian Hart, which means I get Gareth Wally off the bench.
Your Wally.
Boya and Decor in midfield with Kuehl in just behind Viduka and Keane. So you do have your main man, Harry Kuehl, playing again. Potentially he will finally fall for you.
Finally, I've owned him 2 weeks.
Finally. It seems like a lifetime.
Good God.
Okay, let's move on to Liverpool. Dudek in goal. Hegum, Hippier, Carragher and Risa. Murphy, Gerrard, Smeetser, Barmby, Littmanen and Fowler. No need to stay on that one for too long because obviously the scout leaked that one on Monday. Anybody that isn't following, make sure you do.
Although a shout out to Corf, who I don't think is in the chat yet, did transfer in Vignal this week after the leak.
Yeah. They are playing Sunderland. We have Sullivan in goal. McCartney, Issa, Tome and Gray as a back 4. Teal, McCann, Ardley and Arca in midfield and Sibon and Phillips up top. So again, pretty standard Sunderland lineup. Manchester United, a big one for everyone. We have Barthez in goal, Phil Neville at right back, Sylvester at left back, Gary Neville and Roque Jr. in the middle. Beckham, Keane, Varane, Giggs, York, and Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, as strong as it comes, really.
Yeah. I think I doubt many people out there have Ronnie Johnson. He's probably the only one that's missing there with Phil Neville starting.
Yeah.
And then the Aston Villa lineup: Schmeichel, Mills, Melberg, Alpay, and Barry. Stone, Boateng, Taylor, and Hendry. Balaban and Juan Pablo Angel.
Yeah.
Pretty standard so far, other than Ian Hart, which is exciting for me.
Yeah.
We've got Crosley in goal for Middlesbrough, Atherton, Fester, Southgate, and Gordon. Zapata, Ince, Johnston, and Platts, with Boxic up top with Whelan. So Whelan does hold his spot. I know that Hamilton Rickard was back at 90% and an orange flag, so there was I was hopeful that Whelan would get his start at home to Derby, and I think I'm going to be getting rid of him ASAP now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to be keeping him next week, but then we've got plans about potentially wildcarding after that, haven't we? So, yeah, I think he's going to be gone after that.
Okay, we have Poom in goal for Derby, Lescott, Riggott, and Elliott, Nicholson and Naylor as our wing-backs. Naylor's just come in.
Yeah. We
have Alakari playing as defensive midfielder, with Jody Morris and Burley in central midfield. Up top, Ravanelli and Christie.
Nice.
Newcastle lineup: Given is in goal, Barton, Marcelino, Matteo, and Quinn. Dyer and Robert as attacking wide players. Hughes and Maddison in midfield, with Shearer and Court up top. And the Arsenal lineup: Wright, Lauren, Keown, Tavlaridis, and Cole. Pennant is on the right, Albertini, Basadas, Tikhonov, Henry, and Carnu. So I doubt there's many Pires owners out there, but if there are, he is not starting. He is on the bench, however.
Tell you what, Pennant, I reckon he's going to play for Real Madrid one day. He's a quality player.
Top player. One of the best coming through.
He is.
Okay, we move on to Tottenham. All I see in this Tottenham lineup is a lot of attacking arrows. We know what they're like. It's mad. We've got Keller in goal, Perry. Doherty has gone from striker to centre-half this week. Jefkovic is a centre-half as well. Fortune and Ziga as our wing-backs. Davies, Poyet. Anderton has gone from right wing-back to attacking midfield this week. Salakovic is also attacking midfield, and Rebrov is up top. So we have 4 players there pretty much up. Well, actually, no, 5 players pretty much up front. So there's going to be goals in this game, Tottenham versus Man City. We then have, for Manchester City, Nash is in goal, McNamara, Howie, Dunn, McKelkin, Svensson, Flitcroft, Horlock, Bruth, Huckabee, and Wanchop. So even though Wanchop is playing away from home, I think any team away at Tottenham can score goals, can't they? So
they can.
I think we could get some goals there, even though they are away from home. We move on to Watford. Atmasidis in goal, Ferrer, Galli, Ward, and Robinson as your back 4. Tessum, Swannell, Glass, and Petkov. And up top, Helgeson and Smith. And then we move on to Millwall: Tyler, Bircham, Dolan, Corrigan, and McInnesby. Eiffel and Kinney with their attacking arrows on the wing. Cahill, McKinley in midfield. And then Harris and Sabarese up top. We move on to the final tweet, where we start off with Chelsea. Kudicini, Melchiot, Desai, Gallas, and Babiaro. Carboni and Zenden with incredibly attacking arrows. Lampard and Petit in midfield. Good Johnson and Zola up top. We then have an incredibly strange Blackburn lineup that makes me worry about my Janssen captain next week. I will not lie to you. Vesterveld is in goal. We've got Berg, Adams, Weatherall, and Bjornaby as our back 4. Curtis, Tugay, and Wallace as defensive midfielders. Duff and Solano on the wing, with Ronald de Boer up top. Yeah, so I wish I hadn't been quite so conclusive that I would definitely be captain Matt Jansen.
What did I tell you? I said Ronald de Boer might take his place up top, didn't I?
That was exactly, they were exactly your words. Yeah, definitely.
Ronald de Boer up top.
We move on to Charlton. Oh my God, who the hell is this geezer?
Yeah.
Zacharison is in goal. Clegg, Walker, Rufus, and Aljo Free as our back 4. Kinsella, Davis, Hughes, and Wilcox as the midfield 4. Yule and Bartlett up top. Now we move on to Everton, which to me just looks like a Tetris board. We've got Simonson in goal, McAteer, Weir, Grimandi, Unsworth, Naismith as our back five, but they're moving all over the place. Midfield, we got Gravison pretty much playing as a centre-back. We've got GX playing as an attacker, Ketsabai playing as an attacker, and Campbell and Radzinski up top. And that is the end of the teams.
Good man. And just a very, very quick shout out when you said the Charlton one there. Tomo, FPL Blade is captain Yule tonight. So
has he really?
He has. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know. So let's have a quick dip into the chat before we bring up our teams, Luke, and have a look at what we've done. Someone was asking, I can't remember who it was now, somebody was asking whether I was close to you in the rankings, because it seemed like we were quite close, but unfortunately I'm 40 points behind Luke now. I'm in the 300s at the moment, but it's all very, very close. 40 points between top and the 300th. It's not a lot really. It's 1 week what we saw last week. So hopefully I'll be catching him tonight. Should be easy enough. Especially with Hart now benched. Let's have a dip into the chat and see how people are getting on though. FPL Chancer, Spurs to win 6-3. It does look like it's going to be that kind of a game. Auto reclose, Hart failed a COVID test. Yeah, you never know, he might have done. Andrew Martin, I'm right behind Tomo. Yule in my wildcard team. Yeah, no, I like it.
Nice.
Joe Jenkins, sorry Andy, I've got to be Team Irons now. Christmas jumper game has swayed me. You didn't have to say that. If Irons doesn't pick you, you've now slashed your percentages of getting into a team by 50%.
Who said that?
Joe Jenkins, mate. Joe Jenkins. I'm writing the name down.
All right. Well, I won't be picking Joe Jenkins.
No. Oh. Poster point. It looks like a Tetris board. Great stuff, Irons, from Poster Points. Yeah, it does. FPL Hitman Hart as a murmur. Woo. Nice Godfrey. Yeah, Zapata, do something. Are you as shocked as me that Zapata hasn't done anything yet?
Well, he did well in Gameweek 1, I think it was. Based on CM Fantasy's sims for this game week, I think he was second behind Van Nistelrooy for return. So I think if he's ever going to return, it will be today. And I think probably Zapata was the captaincy punt if you didn't want to go for Van Nistelrooy, if you did want to be brave. Yeah.
United FPL says Matt Jansen and Sean Wright-Phillips ruined my game week before a ball has been kicked. That Matt Jansen one, that is horrific. I won't lie. Flower Pot Man 4, how will the remaining 18 places be selected in your cup comp? When and how? So it's all based on how people do this is the last week actually. And then we will pick each player that we want, and then we've got some wildcard picks. We also have us two obviously in it, and then I believe it's going to be between Captain and Tala, who's going to be in our teams as well, isn't it? So the teams will be made up pretty well, to be fair. We're also not allowed to pick any Wolfpack members in our wildcard picks, are we, Luke?
No, I wouldn't bloody want any of them anyway.
I was just about to say that.
Look at our group chat. Every single time it gets an hour before the deadline, they're like, Luke, Andy, Rob, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what I'm doing. So, I wouldn't want any of them.
No, big time. Ronald Knight, no Wolfpack friends as wildcard Ryder Cup picks, right? No, exactly. Like I said, we're not allowed to, but we wouldn't bloody want them anyway. With just 15 minutes till kickoff, a quick reminder that me and Luke are live on our YouTube channel calling all the action. I don't need to tell you guys because you're already here. FPL Ferrell, justice for Corf. No, he deserves everything he gets. Billy Hadaway, come on, Darren Huckabee. Do you know what? I was so close to getting Darren Huckabee instead of One Chop. So, I'd love it if he did quite well. AD Tour says Sean Wright-Phillips is not a regular. Yeah. James Nelson hoping Helgeson returns today after disappearing off into wildcard heaven. Nice Godfrey, I want Zapata, 1 goal, 1 assist is good enough. I think you'd take that any day of the week, wouldn't you? Get your teams out for the lads, says Craig Verinder. Right. Go on in, Captain, get our teams out, mate. Ooh. There they are, lovely stuff. So as you can see, I've got a very humble 215 points, 315 overall rank. I used my 2 free transfers this week. I took out Holland and I took out Tarico, and I brought in Hippier and Kinsella. Kinsella, I thought actually he had a good fixture this week, and I was worried that one of my players wouldn't play, so I thought he might come in if I needed him. I couldn't really fit him in anywhere because all of my defenders were playing at home. So I was quite happy making those moves, and then hopefully getting another Liverpool player in next week, and then wildcarding after that. So yeah, it should be all right. But we're fairly different now, aren't we, Luke?
To some degree, we've got quite a lot of similar players. I think most people do at this point. I think everyone's got at least 6 or 7 of the same players, or at least, where I've got Davies, someone might have a Selakovic or a Poyet sort of thing, and where I've got Veron, you've got Beckham, etc. But they're all very similar. For me, I'm pretty sure I'm going to wildcard next week, but I thought if I don't, given that we were given the Liverpool team, and in CM Fantasy's Sims, Liverpool got the most clean sheets, I thought I'll go Hegem ahead of a double. Therefore, if I don't wildcard, then I've at least got 2 Liverpool, and I can get maybe a Blackburn next week. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's just the fixtures definitely swing for the players that we have. Obviously, a lot of people at the start of the game bought in the players that had 3 home in the first 4, didn't they? A lot of teams had 3 out of 4 home games, whereas now they're swinging to be 3 and 4 away games and tough away games. So I think I may well wildcard to get in, your Liverpools, Arsenals, and Blackburns, etc. next week.
Yeah. So what you're actually going to get in Blackburn for the double? Because I have no interest in them whatsoever.
Yeah, the reason I'll be getting them is they've got 2 games, so I think the defender I'll be getting is probably Weatherall, who, even if they don't keep a clean sheet, he's very good for bonus, especially against these top teams where they'll be whipping in a lot of crosses. He may well, get 1 or 2 bonus despite conceding some goals. So he's likely to get 4 or 5 even in his worst week without getting a clean sheet. And then Blackburn's fixtures after that aren't terrible either. So I'm happy to have him. And as I said, I was going to take the punt on Janssen. 2 home games, as much as they're not the best home games, Liverpool and Man United, but they are 2 home games. And if he starts both, I'd expect him to score more goals than Van Nistelrooy, who has the away game at Blackburn. So, I think it's a risk worth taking. This has put me off a little bit, but I've got to take a risk at some point, haven't I, to try and get to number 1 just for 1 week. So we'll see.
And actually, when you think about it, is it better that he's been benched now and then he potentially won't be benched in the next 2 weeks? I don't know whether Luke or anybody that really knows the game is in the chat, but whether that's anything that's happened before. I've never heard of De Boer going up front for this Blackburn team, so it'd be good to know if that's something that usually happens. But I do completely agree. We're very, very similar in the way we think with FPL and with ChampMan, aren't we, in terms of what, fixture swings and where we think we can make transfers. So I think I'm going to be doing roughly the same. I do want to get an Arsenal defender in the coming weeks as well. I feel like that would be a good move, whereas I'm not interested in their attack at all.
Nope.
No. So cheers, Captain, for bringing up our teams, mate. I'm sure we'll be bringing them up at half-time and a bit later on as well. And let's dip back into the chat. I don't know whether we've got any stats yet, have we, Luke, for the week, transfers and things?
Well, have a look as you're chatting to the chat.
Cheers, bud. Right. I think Auto Reclose is making a whole story behind Hart being out of the team. Hart has made a statement. What can I go for a few scoops in this pandemic? Next, you'll be telling me there will be a smoking ban in a pub in a year's time. Yeah. Andrew Martin, Ashley Cole, Yule, and Redbrov, my differentials this week. Andy Martin wildcard this week.
He did. He wildcarded this week, which I considered myself, but I just thought it was slightly more difficult to do it this week as opposed to next. But yeah, fair play to him. Why not?
Yeah. Another hoops. Luke did mention that De Boer up front could happen, to be fair. Fair enough. I must have missed that. Ray Qureshi. Bramble is first sub for Hart. Double Ipswich defence then. Do you know what? I looked at those sims about what would happen this week, and it did not look good for Ipswich defence, I won't lie. Although Leeds in this sim haven't been great attacking-wise, so you never know. Steve,
got a few stats for you, by the way.
Oh, go on then, mate. Yeah, hit us with some stats.
Okay, so with regards to ownership, you are looking at 82% for Ruud van Nistelrooy, 48% for Jääskeläinen, 47% for Beckham, 40% for Maddison, 39% for Poom, 39% for Bramble, 33% Ian Hart, 33% Whelan, 31% Petkov, and 30% Sylvestre. With regards to our captaincy, what percentage are you saying of captained Ruud?
What, out of his owners or altogether?
Or out of the whole game?
68.
Or close, 70.4%. So if you're one of the brave, if anyone in the chat has captained anyone outside of Ruud van Nistelrooy, let us know, because it looks like there's a few dead teams again. We've got our Henrys, Shearers, then you've got a Viduka, which could potentially be a few real teams. Beckham's, Veron's, Boksic, Rebrov, Zepeda, 1.1%, Fowler, 0.9%. With regards to our chips, we got 39 wild cards, 2 free hits, 2 bench boosts, and 6 triple captains. Of those triple captains, we've got 4 for Van Nistelrooy, 1 for Rebrov, and 1 for Alan Shearer.
Nice, not bad. Like that.
We've got transfers out. Terry is top, obviously suspended. Bramble, Viduka, Stephen Reed, and Melberg, and coming in Hippier, Hegem, Gardner, Petkov, and Litmanen. So a lot of Liverpool players probably in prep for the double. And obviously, as I said earlier, given that we were given this team, it's quite nice in CM sometimes to know you're guaranteed some players in your team.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? There's a lot of chat in the YouTube chat at the moment about Ruud van Nistelrooy and how heavily owned he is. I think there's 2 ways of going about trying to win this game, because actually with only over 2,000 managers, it is a game you can try and win. And I think you either go one of 2 ways. You either use it as a dead spot and you captain them every week, and then you try and make gains in the other positions, don't you? Or you try and not captain them in certain weeks and see if you can make gains that way with a high power captain. So that's what I think I'm going to be looking at in my wild card, is making sure I have a Viduka or a Phillips or someone like that next to Ruud van Nistelrooy to actually be able to captain him. I know you've got Veron. Do you feel like you could use Veron in that way, or do you feel like it would have to be another player?
Yeah, I think the way you have to go about it is probably to try and like moneyball it and use the money that you've got on Ruud and spend it elsewhere. But the issue is probably the only players that can match him if they go on a run of form are your Vidukas, Phillips, Veron, and they're all expensive anyway. So I can understand it if you know that the next most expensive best player was 10 million, like Viduka was last year, and you kind of went Viduka, Phillips, Janssen, where they were all about 10 mil. To go from Ruud to Viduka, I think just seems suicidal, doesn't it? He is just too good, and I think the issue, as we've spoken about before, is you're pretty much guaranteed 4 points and then doubled to 8. Even if he blanks last week, he would have blanked if he didn't score in the last minute. And he won so many headers, he would have got 4 points and got you 8. Whereas there aren't any other players in the game that do that consistently. And you know he does score most weeks as well. So it's tough. Fair play to anybody that does it, but you know, if your player that you get in, you know, a Viduka, has Viduka scored yet this season? I'm not sure.
No, Leeds have only got 1 goal, 2 goals.
Yeah, and you know, if you'd gone for Viduka at the start as like a differential over Viduka or over Van Nistelrooy, you know, you're already probably ranked 1,000. So it's tough. It really is. It's difficult.
Yeah, it is. And in no way... teams are starting to emerge across the country on this sunny September afternoon. We saw an incredible 27 goals in Gameweek 3. In Gameweek 3, can we do any better today? I just realised I do not have the ping on. So I'll just make sure.
You need that on.
No, I think it should be on. Yeah, it should be on. Hopefully. I'll keep it open and see. It definitely didn't ping then, though, did it?
No.
It did
I'm
not.
slightly worried we're not streaming anymore because we haven't had a message for a while. Oh, there you go. They're coming through again.
Oh, what, the YouTube messages?
Yeah, the YouTube messages. We hadn't had one for about a minute, which is pretty rare. You can barely read them normally.
Right. Rory, hit like or there's no leak next week. Yeah, exactly. To be honest, nobody bloody sees them anyway. I don't know how we're having so much trouble with them this year.
Yeah, it's really strange. It seems so often I'll get messages and stuff saying, "Oh, what were the leaks?" And it's like, well, fucking look at the leaks. You know where they come from. Why are you asking me? Like, just go and read 3 messages. You know, it's madness.
Everybody in the chat's sort of talking about my ping now. Sort your ping out from Rich P. Need a ping party, FPL Blackadder. Disable, yeah, it's because everybody mutes Rob Pick. That's probably right, actually, to be fair.
Yeah, fair play.
Steve Bird, ping is the thing. Yeah, and it is somebody asked as well who did the comms tonight. It was Rory that did the comms tonight. So good luck, Rory, with your comms. I'm looking forward to reading them out, mate. It is a tough job for whoever does them. Billy Hadaway, ping it. For anybody in the chat as well, I am I pretty much love my golf. So the fact that you're associating me with ping makes me quite happy. If anybody wants to try and get me a sponsorship, I'll be more than happy with that.
Tailor-made sponsorship for the stream.
Get me some nice ping irons. Oh, I say that, yeah, but
I haven't played golf in years. You play most weekends, don't you?
Well, yeah, I used to, but obviously it's not been able to now. But I'm playing on Saturday for the first time in a long time. So, but yeah, if there's anybody in the chat that plays, let's see if we can get a bit of a meet up going when we can all meet up again and go and play some golf before a bit of a boozy one. That would be quite nice.
You're pretty handy, aren't you? You've got quite a good handicap.
I'm not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. I play off 12 at the moment, so it could be worse. Could be better. It's just kids get in the way, don't they? Yeah.
What, in the way of the ball?
In the way of the ball, yeah. Not my kid.
Driving your kids. Poor child.
Also, I was going to say as well, we are streaming, I believe, on the 23rd of December. Isn't that right, Luke?
Yes, yeah, because obviously the Thursday would have been Christmas Eve, so we've moved it back to the Wednesday, and I think we will probably be doing the same for the 30th, because obviously we wouldn't want to do. Well, I guess we could go into midnight, couldn't we? We could do a late night New Year's Eve one, go in at the end of the game.
Well, I was going to say on the 23rd, I don't know what people think about it in the chat, but I was going to suggest, because I don't obviously have school the next day, I might get quite a few tinnies out and have a bit of a laugh when we're on the 23rd. I know you don't drink, Luke. Maybe you could get a few apple teenies on the go.
Yeah, given that I haven't had a drink for about 5 years, I reckon, yeah, if I got 3 for £5 at the local shop, I'd be absolutely hammered by half time. That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it?
But no, I'd love it. Let me know in the chat what you think. We could definitely get a few drinks on the go and see how many of us can be smashed before the end. Yeah, Ronald Knight, Bailey's at the ready for Xmas streams, like that.
Nice.
Andy Cairns, foot golf morning, real golf afternoon. Like that idea. And then
I used to be very good at foot golf. Because I used to be half decent at football, but I never had any stamina whatsoever. So foot golf was perfect for me.
Yeah. People in the chat are well up for this, by the way. So I reckon, yeah, on that 23rd, I'm going to get my cider in. Going to get the ice cider on the go as well. Maybe some shots. You want to do some tequila shots, Luke? That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
I've got a bottle of Bacardi downstairs that I got given to me when we moved in, which was a year and a half ago. I've not touched it. It's the only shot we got in the house. I think it's the only alcohol we got in the house, and we've not touched it for a year and a half since we moved in.
My mum drinks Bacardi. Fucking hell.
It's not Bacardi Breezer.
You're such a mum. Bacardi Breezer. Oh, we could do strawpedos on the stream, mate. That'd be good.
Do you want me to throw up?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, would be good.
Oh, God, love it. Mark Dorney, this is my life every Thursday anyway. Smashed. FPL Blackadder, Sambuca. If there's one thing I cannot drink, it's Sambuca. I'm a tequila man. Pep Talk. Irons could just be high on the sugar and appetizer. Kickoff. Referees sound their whistles across the country as game week 4 gets underway. And we have clean sheet wipeout in the chat. Turn it into a drinking game.
This could go very badly.
Well, I tell you what we'll do, Corf, if you change your rules just slightly so I don't get absolutely smashed after 45 minutes, then I'll be keen. 3 Jector seats, champagne torpedoes. I got a bottle of Prosecco down in the fridge, actually. Oh, yeah, did we hear the ping? The ping went then, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
Yes, lovely stuff. Right, so for everybody, massive good luck. Luke, where do you think the first goal's coming from?
Oh, I'm going to go Rebrov for Tottenham.
Oh, I like that shout. I am going to go... Do you know what? I'm going to go for Jason Ewell.
Nice. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Watford are straight out the blocks here, hunting for an early goal. Helgeson picks up a pass from Petkov, but he drives his shot narrowly wide. An early let-off for the visitors. Tell you what, Petkov, mate, he's always involved, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I think this is he's kind of like our Jack Grealish in this, isn't he? He's so clearly the best player in that team that I think, despite how bad Watford are, he's going to get returns in quite a lot of weeks, isn't he?
I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious he's the best player in the game. I don't know. I don't know what people wouldn't own him. Just thinking of Andy Martin.
I think the issue with Martin, with Andy, bless him, is if he picks a player and says he doesn't like him, that's it. He's just never going to go near him, even if he's amazing.
No.
He's very. That's how he plays his game. You know, Che Adams won't leave his team for the whole of FPL this season because he's picked that he loves him now.
Yeah. So tell us in the chat, who do you think is going to be the first goal? Ipswich 0, Leeds 0. Viduka draws the foul from Bramble and a free kick is awarded just outside the Ipswich box. DeCourt steps up and drives a shot which is well saved by Sereni. He may have his work cut out for him today. Great start by Leeds. Talon is in the chat. Pardon?
Hart would have put that in. Free kick.
Talon Nadeem is in the chat. Evening all. Andrew Martin, calm down, Petkov. Yeah, I bet you're worried. Niz Godfrey, is a little weed acceptable? Some Dutches in it. You can bring your weed along, mate, if you want to. I can't condone it, but, you know, we're not seeing you. So, Will Cantrell, first goal for Spurs will be Davies. Now, I don't think you're going to get lucky with Davies 2 weeks in a row. Zepeda, Rude. Poppy Plays says Rude. Optimus Prime, Sereni, my goalkeeper. What, for the first goal? That wouldn't be too bad. Man United 0, Aston Villa 0, an unusually quiet start at Old Trafford after 3 minutes. Villa have definitely set up the stall to defend today. The league leaders have fielded arguably their strongest 11 today, though, so surely it's only a matter of time. I don't think Ruud van Nistelrooy's hauling today. Saying it now, I think he'll get a goal, maybe an assist, but I don't think he's hauling at all. What do you think?
I'm happy if he doesn't haul as long as Veron does. You know, it's. I think that the issue with Ruud is even when he doesn't haul, he'll get an assist or a goal, won't he? And get you your 6 to 8 points, and he'll be fine. He'll get you a nice score.
Yeah, you're not getting 100 points again this week, mate.
No,
because if you do, it means Rob Pick does as well.
Yeah, me and Rob Pick have only 2 different players. I think for us it's Hegem and Wanchop versus Gardner and Boxic. Yeah. Literally 2 versus 2.
Oh, Chelsea 0, Blackburn 0. Yellow card, Weatherall. We have our first yellow card of the game week in what is looking set to be a hectic battle at Stamford Bridge. Weatherall has completely upended Carbone and duly goes in the referee's notebook. Is he in your team now, is he?
No, he's not in the team, but he's in my wildcard plans, isn't he? Could you imagine if he gets sent off?
It's going to happen. Matt, can't take Rory seriously, honestly. Feel like United are blanking now. Yeah, I know. FPL Brookie, anyone checked in on FPL Badger after his team lost last night? Ooh. Billy Hadaway, Sir Rodney, my name's not Dave Wallace. Zepeda, first goal scorer from Feely M2. Christopher C, only thing is he could get an assist and get 3 bonus points. Still not bad. Exactly, that's what Luke was saying. He can still end up with 8 points just from 1 attack and return.
Yeah.
Stephen Hamilton, 70% captaincy. Jesus, yeah, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? When you think reports of an early injury at Anfield, not again. It's going to be hippier, isn't it?
Well, I've got 2 in this game, so this could be a laugh.
Oh, you do, don't you? Unless it's Fowler.
Yeah, for me, I think the best thing that could happen here would be Risa or Fowler. Yeah.
Oh, you know what I've just thought? If it's Risa, Vignal comes on for Corfu, doesn't he?
Yes, yeah, actually, yeah, this could be interesting. That would. Didn't we tell him to get rid for a -4 though? Another -4.
Yeah. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. Nis Godfrey, Rory loves teasing. He does. Big tease. Christopher C, don't be hippier. Be Hegem. Sorry, guys. Gerard, maybe, says Adam Sands. FPL Depression. If it's Cara, my laptop is being punched. FPL Depression, please say something like substitution. Gavin McCann is off for Chris Bart-Williams. McCann's day is done. He twists his knee in a clash with Sami Hyypiä, and the Englishman comes off worse and is replaced by Chris Bart-Williams. Hyypiä is also limping a little after the challenge. Not what we wanted to hear. Your reactions, by the way, you're getting worse again.
I did it after you'd read it.
I see you, mate. Christmas
I
Jumpy.
said nothing.
Christmas jumper, you think you got your own bloody rules. Chris Bart-Williams. All I know about Chris Bart-Williams is what they say in Quickly Kevin Willie Score. There's this story in there about his what was it? He didn't think he had a massive penis compared to one of his teammates or something. I can't remember what it was now. Someone in the chat will remember. It's something on Quickly Kevin. If people watch that, listen to that. It's fantastic pod. Andy Ken, season over for McCann owners. Goal! Newcastle are 1-0 up against Arsenal. Shearer with the goal, Hughes with the assist. So Shearer is the first goal scorer of the day. Arsenal. Jesus, maybe I don't want an Arsenal defender.
They're very good at home, aren't they? It's not many teams keep clean sheets away. Hughes was the first man on my wildcard team that I put together. I want him desperately. I think with this sim, he's just too good not to own at 8 million. Yeah,
no, I know he's Hughes is well up there for me as well. I think for his price and the way midfielders are now, I'm not, unless it's Veron, I don't think I'm going to be spending a lot of money on my midfielders.
No, I think Hughes. I think I went for Hughes and Petkov as my two premium midfielders, and that's only 15 million for two. All the rest were 6, 5, 4 million.
Yeah. A sloppy start for Arsenal as the informed Hughes picks up a pass out wide before swinging in a curling cross for Shearer, who climbs above Lauren to calmly nod home the opener. He does not miss those. Yeah, AD Tour, Wenger out. Stephen Hamilton transferred Hughes out for some reason. Would not have done that. Hughes looks quality. Clean sheet wipeout, says goal for the community team. FPL depression. Arsenal going to do what Chelsea did last year, stay near the bottom, get a new manager, and climb second half of the season. They might do. You never know. Be interested to see who they get in, actually.
Did you see what Hitman said?
What's that?
Hitman was the one person that triple captained Shearer, or he said triple captainer. I don't know whether it was him or whether he's just saying well done to the person who did.
Yeah, give us a shout at Hitman if it was you, mate. That's a cracking shout if you did. Season keepers, community team on form. Nicholas Brown, Henri brace loading. Charlton 0, Everton 0. An early chance for Jason Ewell, who sees his header from close range clip the outside of the post. Simonson was rooted to the spot, and Charlton's star man will really feel he should have done better there.
I'd love it if he does well. That would be so good.
I know. Good old Tomo. He's kept with Ewell for the second season as well, isn't he? Is he doing his you can win a Sheffield United shirt again this year?
I'm not sure, but that was the only reason I wanted to do well last year, so I could get it, so I could burn it. Fuck Sheffield United.
I think Sheffield United hate you a lot more than you hate Sheffield United, mate.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Tebez. Steve Bird, I couldn't love Shearer anymore. Yeah, but you never know, mate. Gash legs and stubbed toes, they come up a lot in this game. Pep Talk, need bookmakers odds for Arsenal's new manager. Yeah, I don't know whether Disable or something like that's in the chat. They can tell us if Wenger does go, who they tend to get in. Man United 0, Aston Villa 0. As expected, the home side have dominated possession in the opening stages of the game. However, the first real chance has come for the visitors. Balaban heads directly at Barthez from 6 yards after a lovely stone cross. Close one.
Barthez making a save. Very impressive.
I was just about to say that. Andrew Martin, come on, Yule. Should be burying that. Yeah, agreed, mate. Oh, yeah, Carl JB. Saying clean sheet wipeout doesn't have the same effect now with no ding. That's true. Doesn't really work, does it? People will forget. Riyad Abbasi, too early to say Petkov do something? No, never too early, mate. It's a quiet first 10 minutes, to be fair.
Yeah, only the one goal.
Yeah. Poster points, come on, Villa. Thomas Bracken, love irons a lot more after that. What's that, after the Sheffield United thing?
I think so, yeah.
Goal. Charlton are 1-0 up against Everton. Hughes with the goal. Wilcox with the assist.
Yeah, I probably should have wildcarded this week because I've got Hughes as my 4.5 and I would have had the other Hughes as my 8 million. I think Brian Hughes at Charlton looks like the standout 4.5 million pick. I think CM Fantasy, I think it was him, was saying that he's probably the best of the Charlton midfield. So the fact they priced him at 1.5. Yeah, he could be a bargain like Klaus Jensen was last year.
What I might do, mate, next week, I might make a draft and then just say, yeah, that's all the players I was going to pick and appear really clever as well.
I've got it on my spreadsheet. You've seen the spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet, yeah.
You're such a talent.
Oh, Andy Martin Hughes, yes, in my team. Well done, Andy Martin. That's a cracking shout, mate, getting him in early. Wilcox as well. I used to love Wilcox last year. Kinsella chips a lovely through ball in for Brian Hughes, who controls it with his chest before smashing it towards goal. His shot rebounds off the post before Wilcox guides it back into the box for Hughes to finish. He doesn't miss twice.
I think Kinsella might hurt you on the bench.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought he might play. I couldn't get him in for anyone. If you look at my team, literally, apart from maybe dropping one shot, but I didn't really want to drop one shot when he's playing against Spurs. So I just thought that the ceiling for Kinsella wasn't quite there, whereas one shot could get, one or two against Spurs because anybody can score against Spurs.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair enough. It's just it's one of those games, isn't it? I think Everton and maybe Derby are the ones that you want to target when you're playing when your player is playing them at home.
Yeah. James Nelson, Triple H, Hughes Hall. Liverpool 0, Sunderland 0. The home side have started strongly, but it's Sunderland who have the first real sight of goal. Teal swings a cross in from the right and Ardley connects with a solid header, which clips the post and trickles out for a goal kick. Big let-off. Auto-reclose. Irons forgot to mention that if he had have wild-carded this week, he definitely would have triple captain on Shearer. What a shame. I know. All these things are going wrong and he would have wild-carded.
You can't wild-card and triple captains. Go and fuck yourself.
Alexander Gash. Evening, Gash. Wonder if there are 2,000 people at the Valley cheering that Hughes goal through their masks. Yeah, they come out today, haven't they, saying that every fan's got to wear a mask, but they tweeted it on Sky Sports, and then everybody started complaining. It's like, well, you're finally being allowed back in. Like, just wear a mask. It doesn't fucking matter, does it?
There's always something to complain about, isn't there?
Yeah. Chelsea 0, Blackburn 0. Not much to report from this one yet, but Carbone almost kicked the ball into life with a beauty of a free kick. Vesterveld was a solid match for it, though, and tips the ball confidently behind for a corner. Yeah, Billy Hadaway, Gash in the chat. Finally, we've got some Gash in the chat.
Fuck's sake.
FPL depression. Normally, there would have been about 10 goals by now.
Yeah.
I won't mention it anymore, by the way, Luke, but I did download Final Fantasy VII last week after we were talking about it in the chat. So, yeah, I'm a proper geek this week. Well, I've only played it for like half an hour, and it's like a 15-hour game. So, yeah, it's going to take a while. Yeah, FPL Hitman looks like clean sheets galore at the moment.
Yeah. We are only 15 minutes in. I think people are just so used to goals, aren't they? But we always seem to have a lull.
Yeah. Goal. Watford are 1-0 up against Millwall. The goal scorer is Swannell. Assist. Glass. Glass I swear he comes up every week.
He's doing okay. Yeah, I think he's doing all right. Swannell was one that I apparently plays most games for Watford, and I looked him up, and he just didn't have a football career. His name just barely existed on the internet. Just no idea who the bloke is.
By the way, someone's just put because Gash put I don't put out. And I thought I misread it at first and thought, oh god, it must just be me. But James Street misread it as well, saying I thought I said I don't pull out. Good man. Rihanna Bassi, useless goal. Yeah, if you're getting a return off that, then I'm a bit worried about your team, to be honest. Carl JB, Glass is the real Petkov. Watford 1, Millwall 0. Glass exchanges passes with Robinson before playing a delicate through ball for Swannell, who takes a touch to settle before burying it in the bottom corner. But don't go anywhere. We've had another goal at Vicarage Road.
Oh, so what's that? Watford Millwall.
Petkov.
It's literally just Petkov. Maybe Kane. Few people pissed off.
FPL captain thinks Swannell has one owner.
Nice. Might be him. It's just he might be playing.
Whoa. Rich FPL, top class. Mac, laugh my ass off that iron smirk. Yeah, you can fall in love with that iron smirk. Goal. Millwall have found the equaliser against Watford. It is now 1-1. Savarese with the goal. Eiffel with the assist. Yeah, I was going to say Savarese as well. Pardon?
No one gives a shit.
No, I know. Unless it's Petkov.
You might have gone Savarese, to be fair. As like as a 1 week punt, maybe.
Yeah, true. Feely M2, if Stephen Glass gets injured and subbed, can we say auto glass repair, auto glass replace? Oh, Christopher C, Iron's eye roll. That's even better than the iron smirk, that is.
I am trying desperately not to move my face. I'm trying to be a waxwork figure, but it's tough.
Oh. Rihanna Bassi, RIP, all 3 Watford defensive owners, forever in our hearts. Yeah. I don't even know who you'd own in defence for Watford. They've got
4 million midfield, 4 million defender who is starting. I think Gali, I think is his name.
Oh, okay. The home side held their lead for all of 45 seconds. Straight from the restart, Paul Eiffel blazes a path down the wing and curls across towards Giovanni Savarese, who definitely taps it home. The Watford manager is furious, as he should be.
Who's the Watford manager? Gianluca Vialli.
Ah. -1 point for Petkov. Why is that?
Yeah. For losing his clean sheet.
Oh, I see.
That's literally the only thing that really matters there, is that we've lost kind of a clean sheet.
Yeah. What's Taylor saying there? Swannell. Oh, the only person that owns Swannell, he's their third sub on their bench.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Christopher C, that's a good one. Corf can put in. Take a drink every time Irons reacts to a goal. Substitution for Newcastle. Kieran Dyer has gone off for Danny Cadamarteri. Dyer has picked up a knock and is unable to continue. Danny Cadamarteri comes on in his place. People that picked Dyer from the beginning, they've had a tough time, haven't they?
Yeah, the wingers don't seem to be doing much. Dyer and Robert not playing particularly well, and it's a pretty easy move to Hughes, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is big time. Yeah, Hughes is the one to own in that Newcastle team. I think if you want Newcastle coverage, you'd be going Hughes over Shearer, definitely, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think over the course of the season, for the money, I think Shearer's 11.5.
Yeah.
I think for 3.5 million less and less likely to get injured, he's probably the man, isn't he?
Yeah. Pirlo's pen. Where's Luke's cactuses gone? Oh, Luke, you missed it. You should have gone. Spurs 0, Man City 0. Both sides have had decent chances, with one shot going close from a Svensson free kick and Rebrov making a complete mess of a lovely Davies through ball. 19-year-old Scotty Brough is causing this Spurs defence all sorts of problems with his pace. Did I say that right? Is it Brough or Brow? We said this last week, didn't we?
You'd assume Brough, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Christopher, the season keepers, diabolical. Yeah, I agree. Michael Smith, who's got any returns? Slow 20 minutes. I haven't had a clean sheet wipeout yet, so. Oh, disable, it's Brow. It's not Brough. All right, it's Brow. I'm learning. Every day's a school day.
I've just looked him up on Google, and again, he's another one that doesn't exist. He's not a real human being, apparently.
Oh, right, okay. No wonder I didn't know his name.
I don't blame you for not knowing him.
Yeah, thank you. Poster points. Xmas cactuses. Yeah, we need some Xmas cactuses next week, mate. Bolton 0, Leicester 0. Not a lot to report here. Wallace had an ambitious effort from a diving header which almost hit the corner flag. At the opposite end, Jääskeläinen has already been tested twice with decent efforts from Sturridge and Delaney. Lovely stuff. I think Jääskeläinen could do well tonight.
Yeah, yes, Jeskalainen's one of them, isn't he? I think when he gets a clean sheet, he'll likely be, as opposed to scoring the sixes, he'll be one of the ones that gets the 8s, 9, 10s. It's why Barthez was such a poor choice from a lot of us at the start of last season. Barthez had a ceiling of 6, whereas these 4.5 million goalkeepers, when they get a clean sheet, they tend to haul.
Yeah. Calm when the going gets bruff. Blackadder saying the same. Do you know what? I might just keep him as bruff. I quite like that.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. Yeah. Well, it's no worse than Viduka, is it?
Yeah, exactly. If we're going to be making up names. Goal. Leeds are 1-0 up against Ipswich. Decor is the goal scorer. Singh with the assist. I told you that Ipswich clean sheet was not safe at all tonight. Singh with the assist, though. Hart owners out there, absolutely heartbroken.
That should have been Hart, and the free kick that Hart should have had, he would have put in. So we're looking at goal and assist for Hart already.
Yeah. Well, Decor and Singh are both in your clean sheet. Are both in your wildcard team next week, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Andrew Martin is Yussi conceded yet? Stop it.
Such a troll, isn't he?
Yeah. Carl Norbury. There are probably people in this chat with better football careers than Bruff. James Nelson, you only sing when you're winning. Like that one. We're good on the puns in this chat, aren't we? What a goal. Decor picks up the ball from Singh in his own half and spots Sereni well off his line. He smashes it from all of 40 yards and the backpedaling keeper can barely get his fingertips to it as the ball dips in under the crossbar.
I think that's a good question, actually. You were saying about people that have had a better career than Scotty Bruff, as we call it. What is the highest level that anyone in the chat has played? Have we had anyone that's played like quite high non-league, or maybe even a football league footballer in the chat?
I've played in the FA Cup before. I can say that. I'm sure a few people can say that, to be fair. I've played in the FA Cup, kept it 1-0, kept it 1-0 first half, and lost 10-0 second half.
That's like the team that are playing Spurs, isn't it? Marine. Have you seen their stadium?
No.
They've got numbers on the side, so they know who to knock on the house. They know if the ball goes over here, you've got to knock on number 28.
Goal. Newcastle have extended their lead against Arsenal. Goal scorer Alan Shearer. Assist Hughes. Bloody hell. 2 goals for Shearer, 2 assists for Hughes.
Yeah. Well, we know what Shearer can do. It's just, he got injured so many times last season. You can't depend on him because as soon as you get him in, he seemed to get injured.
Yeah, I know. Luke, you better read some of these replies to your question, mate.
5 aside over 35s. one of them won the World Cup, apparently.
Nice.
Oh, disabled got paid £80 a game.
What, on ChampMan?
Or £60 a game, sorry. No, to play football.
Oh, right.
Couple of semi-pros. What position do you reckon disabled played? I reckon he was a rock solid centre half. He was a little bulldog.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I suppose he's a policeman now. Yeah, he's used to enforcing stuff, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is too easy. Stephen Hughes takes a quick free kick on the byline, threading the ball through to Shearer, who smashes it past Wright. A second goal for him, a second assist for Hughes. Arsenal look lost here. Newcastle dominant. Oh, is Shearer in your dead team, Luke?
Well, I honestly have no idea.
I know I have Viduka. Yeah, someone triple captain Shearer. They're having a lovely time of it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew Disabled would be a right winger. I thought he was going to be a winger.
I was really winger?
Quick. Yeah, I thought he'd be a winger.
No, I'm not having that. I'm not listening because I don't want that to change my opinion. I love the idea of him kicking two barrels out of people, just kicking their legs.
I reckon he was a diving winger as well. I reckon he was like a Neymar type. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Diving all over the place. Goal. Everton have found an equaliser against Charlton. Campbell with the goal. GX Georgiadis with the assist. GX, I tell you, every week I want to get him in. He's having a good season so far.
Yeah, I saw a few going for Campbell purely because they were playing against Charlton's 5th choice goalkeeper. If you got him in as a little 1 week, 2 week punt.
Yeah. David H. Disable's got 20 for determination. 20 for jinking.
What would your finishing have been, Luke? I reckon he's going to say 3.
And if anybody wants to sort out the the attributes that Luke and myself would have, feel free. So Giardiadis waltzes through the Charlton defence before rounding the keeper and laying the ball back across goal for Kevin Campbell to slot home, all square at the Valley. Bumper FPL, I got dragged out of the pub one Saturday to play for the local team who were short. Broke my leg in 2 places.
Not good.
Ouch. Disable. His speed and acceleration were both 20. Don't be humble, mate. Tell us how quick you really were.
What position did you play, Andy?
I was a striker. I was like a Berbatov striker. I didn't run around a lot, to be fair, and I wasn't very good.
I was like that at midfield. We played a diamond with 3 around me that could run, so I just booted the ball over the top to the quick strikers.
Yeah.
They'd lay one off me, and I had a big kick. I'd punt it over the top. Classic Sunday league. I'm
liking some of these attributes people are giving us, by the way. James Nelson says Luke has got 20 for eye rolling. FPL Ferrell, oi oi. Luke 20 for grinning. Goal. Bolton are 1-0 up against Leicester. Pedersen with the goal. Fox with the assist. Pedersen is off the mark tonight. Zvonimir Boban. Irons pegging 19. I like that. Andy Cairns 18 for jumpers, clearly.
Oh, that's harsh. This is a Star Wars Christmas jumper. This is proper.
Ronerid 9, Mo 20 for shithousery after that fake Arsenal triple up at the back fiasco last year. Yeah, I'll give you that. David Strom 20 for facts and logic.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Simon Dowling 20 for wordplay. FPL Hitman. Irons will have 20 for jumping. He jumps the gun on his reactions for the comms. FPL Ferrell. Luke's attribute for bedtime is 7 p.m. Bolton 1, Leicester 0. A quick 1-2 at the edge of the box between Rule, Fox and Pedersen before the Big Dane calmly heads the ball past Flowers. He looks in form today. Mark Dorney, Irons 2 for drinking. Carl JB, Mode 20 for the ding. Is ping, actually. Auto Reclose, Mode 20 for composure. Eric Ness Onstad, Mode 20 for comfortable voice. Should do advertising. Thank you. Mark Dorney, Mode 5 for drinking. I don't know. I can handle my drink. Although I do drink from a, what do you call it, glass? Yeah. Cider. 3 Jectasy Irons for age 12.
Fair.
David H. Luke 1 for going to Peppa Pig World. I'm sorry, you can't be knocking Peppa Pig World. I've been there before and it's classic. What a couple of minutes that was. 4 goals in quick succession. And this game week is really getting into gear now. Over to Old Trafford next.
What are we hoping for?
Beckham.
Yeah, that's the thing. For me and you, you want Beckham, I want Veron. That's pretty much all we want, really. I'll take a Veron goal with a Van Nistelrooy assist.
Beckham goal for me. Beckham goal would be lovely. FPL Corf, who in the chat has played Skittles at the highest level? I've won multiple leagues in Skittles as well, I'll have you know.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, Mark Dorney, it's the glass that got you the 5. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, what would Mode advertise? Data plans, probably data plans. Yeah, from somebody that knows what it's like to have a bad data plan. Man United 0, Aston Villa 0, just past the half-hour mark at Old Trafford, and still little to comment on so far. United attacking, Villa defending, Ruud van Nistelrooy waiting.
I'm not liking Rory's style.
No. He's boring, isn't he? Where's all the goals, Rory?
Yeah. I blame Rory for there not being any goals.
Yeah.
It's all his fault.
Oh. Rihanna Bassi, do something, Borough. To be honest, we can say do something to most of them. Disable. Iron's got 2 for pubes. Fucking hell, Disable. he's overestimated that a bit, hasn't he, mate?
They're coming. They'll be there one day.
All I can think of is Willoff in between us when he puts a wig down there. And she puts her hand down, doesn't she? And he goes, I've got no pubes. And she goes, oh God, of course you haven't. Goal at Middlesbrough. Goal scorer, the postman, Alan Johnston. Assist, Atherton. Middlesbrough now 1-0 up against Derby. I tell you what, Johnston, if we do season 3, you get him in at the beginning because he starts seasons very well.
Yeah, a few have Atherton as well. I don't know what his price is, 4.55 million for a Borough fullback. Looks good value.
Yeah, it does. David Strom, Andy, 20 for Beard. This can get a lot better, don't you worry. Billy Hadaway, disable framed. Talon Nadeem, Rude is blanking today. Rory trolling us. I know, Rory, we're going to all be blaming you, mate, so make sure he doesn't.
There could be some people out there with some relatively good scores. You know, people like Johnston, Pedersen, Shearer, Hughes. They're not massively owned, but there could be some out there that have got 4 or 5 of these and have a really good score over some people.
There's a few that have Atherton as well. So Middlesbrough 1, Derby 0. A bit of detail on that Johnston goal. Excellent play from Peter Atherton as he calmly collects a corner from Gordon before swinging a low cross towards the near post. Johnston nips in ahead of Lescott and guides the ball beyond the hapless Poom. The postman delivers, as he always does. Or to reclose, Johnston and Hughes and Petkov could become a good value template midfield. Yeah, you're right, they could actually.
Not sure what price Johnston is.
I've just realised I'm on top chat, not live chat, so I'm just going to change that because I reckon I'm missing quite a few of things of what people say. Yeah, Ronarid 9, Spurs 0, Man City 0, re-sim required. FPL Blackadder, Johnston goal and Hughes 2 times assists. Nice. Bolton 1, Leicester 0. Still just the 1 goal separating these two, although Pedersen almost doubled their lead a few moments ago. A great layoff from Wally created space for Pedersen, but his curling shot glanced off the post and out for a goal kick. Close one. Almost assist for you, mate.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but I really, really do not expect anything from a Wally today.
Yeah. Mark Dorney took Johnston out game week 2 to get Viduka in. That hasn't turned out very well, unfortunately. Oh. FPL Hitman, Andy 20 for negligence.
It's probably based on the fact you were driving your child.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Alexander Gash, Harpal Singh made 3 league appearances for Leeds between 2000 and 2005 with loan spells at Bury, Bristol and Bradford. Harty must have been on the beers last night. Can't be dropped for him. Goal. We finally have a goal at Spurs. Spurs are 1-0 up against Man City. Rebrov with the goal. Ziga with the assist.
Did say that goal was coming, but 35 minutes too late for my prediction.
Yeah, Rebrov though. Tell you what, he does it.
Yeah, he's one of the ones, isn't he, where you could... You know, when Spurs have a good run, he's potentially the sort of person, the sort of people you could go for. You know, your Rebrovs, Janssens, and Hells maybe this year, a bit cheaper that can go on runs and score some goals.
Yeah. There's definitely going to be a few comments about the pussy you got in the back of your bedroom, mate. Andy Martin, Rebrov, lovely. Has Andy Martin got all the goal scorers this week? Oh, it's his tip. Sorry.
He's doing well. I'm going to get rid of that little bastard. Come on, mate.
So Spurs 1, Man City 0. A bit of detail on that Rebrov goal. Finally, the deadlock is broken. Davies crosses from the right touchline with Ziga getting the faintest of nicks on it before Rebrov smashes it into the bottom corner. A well-worked goal, that one. James O'Mahony, cat.
Just cat.
Auto reclose, pure cat. The season keepers meowing 20. Christopher C. Mode would win because Irons would be smiling whilst looking at the corner he's going. Laugh out loud. I'm not sure what that's about. I can't remember what you're talking about now. Calm, haha, strong FPL mode.
Yeah, Tact is doing well today with his tips that he gave on Sunday night. He's doing well.
Will Cantrell, which is Kim's brother. Anyone unintentionally aiming to score as few points as possible, or is it just me then? Ipswich 0, Leeds 1. Leeds have been piling on the pressure here and almost had the ball in the net from a Bowyer cross. Only for Kewell to be penalised for a handball. Poor from the Australian. Pablo is off injured, replaced by Finidi. Auto reclose. I reckon Mode would win too. What were we talking about when we winning?
Not a clue.
Or
there might be something that you'd beat me at, to be fair.
Will Cantrell, Kim's brother. 0 returns. Peter Carter. Unlucky, mate. Will Cantrell. I prefer Brother of Blue. Blue Cantrell. That was Breathe, I think, wasn't it? Our song? Yeah. Calm. Shauna Paul and Will Cantrell. Love that. Shauna Paul. David H. West Ham cat puns. Watford 1, Millwall 1. The game has settled down quite a bit, with both teams seemingly happy with the current state of play. Starman Petkov has been lively, though, and just saw his powerful free kick well saved by Mark Tyler.
Do you get the feeling this could be one of those weeks where the high-owned players don't do very well? Because they seem to just be kind of shoehorning players in, going, oh, they're doing something.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm wondering what the lowest scoring week we've ever had is.
It probably was the Kevin Phillips week.
Yeah.
Because people literally had either, 50 if they had Phillips captain, about 30 if they had him just regularly, and then people had like 10. I think that might have even been the week where Bricky got his 6 or 7 points or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think people had really low, kind of 30-ish and then 50, but the average is probably you're looking at 25, 30 that week.
Well, I did really well that week because I captained Phillips, didn't I?
Yeah.
I had 40 just from him.
Yeah.
I think the chat's descended into cat puns now. Off the line, Malcolm Christie swings in a dangerous free kick, which is met by the head of Jody Morris. The ball looks destined for the bottom corner, only for Peter Atherton to make a last-ditch clearance off the line. A wake-up call for Borough, but it's in the net now. So I'm assuming that's a Middlesbrough clean sheet wipeout?
Yeah, given that you said but, you'd be very upset as a teacher if it's a Middlesbrough goal.
As a teacher? Oh, I hope not. If it's bloody Southgate, you don't own any Middlesbrough defenders, do you?
No, actually, yeah, quite a lot of people have Middlesbrough defenders. Yeah, this would be quite nice for me if got a derby goal. I had Jody Morris in my draft, so before it comes up, if it's Morris.
Goal. Boxic, the goal scorer. Platts, the assist. Middlesbrough are now 2-0 up against Derby. Clean sheet still intact.
Fuck. Do you remember when I told you that me and Rob only had 2 different players?
Boxic was one, was he?
Yeah, bloody Boxic, didn't he?
By the way, I do apologise, Tact. I didn't mean the clean sheet was in you. I just meant that the clean sheet was still intact. All right?
I don't think if it was anywhere near tact, it would not be clean, would it?
That's true. It'd be filthy as, wouldn't it? Yeah, people are going mad for Boxic. I know FPL JJ owns Boxic. He's got the double up top with Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boxic is popular.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the worst goals for me as a non-owner.
Yeah. Middlesbrough 2, Derby 0. Some great interplay between Whelan and Platts completely bamboozles the Derby defence. Once they finish toying with them, Platts eventually swings him across to the back post where who else but Alan Boxic duly drills it home. Must say, by the way, Rory, cracking job so far on the comms. They've been great so far. You're the only one that's used bamboozle, so you're my favourite at the moment. Boxich is 9.7% owned.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice one for the people that own him.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Platts as well, which is Gail's brother. I can't take the credit for that. That was Felion. David H, 3.5 million Platts. No, 3.5 metre Platts. Is that? I don't know. A couple of yellow cards to tell you about. Sherwood, Marcelino, Ince, Flickcroft, and Davies have all joined Weatherall in the book. No kung fu kicks this week, just badly timed challenges. Sorry, I can't be more exciting. Hold on. Have we just had a goalkeeper assist? Come on, you see. Come on, you see.
Oh, I tell you what. Paul Robinson's playing for Leeds today, and he used to have an absolute fucking monster of a kick, didn't he?
He did.
I'm gonna go Viduka goal, Paul Robinson assist. That's my prediction.
Go on then. I'm going to go for Yussi and Pedersen goal.
I think that's just wishful thinking.
Nicholas Brown, which is James's brother, goalkeeper assist. Rihanna Bassi, we want more Borough. Yeah, look, goalie assist. Come on, who's it going to be? If it's Yussi, the problem is he's so well owned.
Yeah.
I say so well owned. He's about 35, 40%. It is a bruff goal. Nash assist. Spurs 1, Man City 1. Carlo Nash with the assist for Man City. Brow with the goal. Carlo Nash.
We're getting some good goals today, aren't we? Jesus Christ. Some of the goals and assists have been terrible. What price is this Brow guy?
I have no idea, to be fair.
It seems to always be a bit lively, whoever he is.
Somebody did call it, by the way. FPL depression, probably the Man City goalkeeper against the Spurs Cullender of a defence.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, mate. You did call that, to be fair. Will Cantrell, does anyone ever own a Spurs defender? I did at one point, to be fair. I owned Perry last year. That was because he had a double, I think. An absolute wonder goal from Scotty Brow. The City keeper launches the ball upfield. Brow flicks it past Doherty, nutmegs Davis, then calmly slides it past Keller for the equaliser. Spurs look stunned. Where did that come from? So he flicks it past Doherty, nutmegs Davies, then slides it past Keller. Fair play.
Wow.
He should be in everybody's team next week. Ronald 9. Dennis the Menace's mate Nash. Nashed leg, says the rejector seat. Nash is only 0.6% owned. Yeah, probably the best goalkeeping performance we've had since Scotty Parker. That's still my favourite thing that's happened this season so far.
Yeah, I think we're gonna struggle to get anything as strange as that.
The half-time whistles are ringing out around the grounds, but wait, we have a penalty at Anfield.
That's big because
Hippier could take it.
Hippier probably is going to take it, or he could have his clean sheet wiped out. It's quite an important few minutes for us.
Would he definitely take it?
I don't think he'll definitely take it, but he was on them last year.
Yeah. I think it was a few of them that took him on it last year for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Owen took him when he was on.
I think is Danny Murphy playing? I think Danny Murphy might be playing, so it'll probably be him if it were Liverpool. Imagine
it's Hippier. 170 people brought him in this week.
He's going to miss.
Imagine it's Vignal.
Oh, no.
Flapjack's in the chat. Hi, guys, I'm smashed. It might be a good idea to be smashed with what's about to just happen. Drum roll. Penalty is to Liverpool. With the first half drawing to a close, Sunderland keeper Neil Sullivan needlessly takes out Fowler, and the referee rightly points to the spot. There seems to be some debate between Liverpool's Finnish duo as to who will take this.
Okay, so it could be Litmanen.
Oh.
Litmanen was brought in by a fair few people as well.
Yeah, he was, yeah. I feel like I told somebody to get rid of Lippmann in their team.
Before he was nailed to play and the double.
No. To take him out, but put a Liverpool defender in instead.
Oh. Well, at least they're not losing their clean sheet.
Come on, who do you think? Lippmann or Firpo, if you had to say now? Fowler's got the assist if they score.
To be honest, I'd rather Litmanen took it because I've had some bad luck with penalties this year.
Goal! Sami Hyypiä, assist, Robbie Fowler. Liverpool are 1-0 up. Hyypiä did take the penalty and he converted. 1-0 Liverpool. Fucking hell, we'll take that, mate. Oh, God. Do you know what? All of my transfers in so far this year have been really good. One Chop and Hyypiä. I think they're the only two ones I've really done, apart from, well, Cancella's on my bench. So, yeah, people are going mad in the chat now. Get in. Andrew Deal obviously does not own Sami Hyypiä. FPL JJ, you can take those injections out of the chat.
Oh, yeah. Should we ban them?
Yeah, I agree. If FPL JJ uses them again, feel free to ban him, Captain.
Oh, that Twitter on Monday was fucking me off. What a nightmare that was. There's an injection. It was just mind-numbing shit.
Oh. A cool penalty from Sami Hyypiä, sending Sullivan the wrong way and putting his side ahead going into the break. Looks like they picked the right Finn to finish that. Sorry. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I wonder if there were a few Hyypiä captains out there.
He was both of our vice, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, no, he wasn't my vice this week, no. Petcock was my vice this week.
Fair play. Yeah. I went Hyypiä.
To be fair, Hyypiä was a much better shout because at least you knew he was definitely playing. Pep Talk, Hyypiä, get in. Now we just need a goal from Hart. Rob Reed, Hyypiä on for double figures, get in. Flapjack, Luke and Andy are anti-vaxxers. We're definitely not. Eject the injects. I agree, Lewis Hewitson. Mark Dorney, what is Hyypiä's ownership? Well, I know he was bought by 170 odd this week. He was bought by a lot last week as well. So, half time. Luke, talk us through those half-time scores.
Yeah. We have Bolton 1, Leicester 0, Charlton 1, Everton 1, Chelsea 0, Blackburn 0, Ipswich 0, Leeds 1, Liverpool 1, Sunderland 0, Manchester United 0, Aston Villa 0, Middlesbrough 2, Derby 0, Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0, Spurs 1, Manchester City 1, Watford 1, Millwall 1. Seemed like a lot of nils there. I was saying a lot of nil.
Just trying to think. Captain, could you bring our teams up really quickly, bud? I'm just trying to think. We've got all of our clean sheets intact, haven't we, both of us? Although you've obviously only got Ian Hart. Hart isn't in there. Yeah. And then apart from that,
I've got nothing other than Hyypiä.
Yeah, I'm the same. So actually, that extra clean sheet's helping me out at the moment. Not the highest scoring half we've had this season, but certainly plenty of excitement. Get the kettle on or grab a beer. There's another 45 minutes still to come. Cheers, Captain. So it is half time. This is your time to ask both of us any questions you like. It could be FPL related, especially with Villa, Newcastle, not playing this week now. And you can ask us any questions about ChampMan. You can ask us any questions about anything, to be honest, and we'll try and answer as many as possible. I don't know whether it would be possible for whether people would even like this idea, whether Captain could get our FPL teams up for next week for half time.
Yeah, in the future, yeah.
That'd be quite cool. Give us a shout, Captain, if you could maybe do that for half time next time, so we could have a chat about FPL in the half time as well. Andrew Martin, thoughts on double next week, guys? Can you remind everyone second game is on Friday morning in tweets? Yes, so Thursday night we'll be doing the first lot of games, and the double game week will be on the Friday morning with all the tweets. So I'll be doing it at work, trying to sneak a peek if I can. And then double. What are you thinking, Luke? Who are the main players you think you ought to be targeting?
Yeah, I think everybody's already got their Liverpool players in. I think it's probably wise to get probably a double up. And then Blackburn's a really tough one, isn't it? Because normally they only play their defensive style away from home, but they are at home to two difficult sides. So will they potentially continue? I don't know if Luke or someone like that in the chat could let us know whether they expect Blackburn to play the old 7-2-1 at home. I'd like to think they wouldn't. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully they'll play their 4-2-2. And if they do, then I'll definitely be going Janssen. And I think for me, Weatherall, as I say, I'd be surprised if he didn't get at least 4 or 5 points in the double, just purely because he's so good for bonus.
Yeah, no, I like it. We've got some other questions. Sorry, I have to zoom up a bit. Where's it gone? Yep, so that's our thoughts on the double. Who's wildcard in the game week 5? I am. I'm pretty sure Luke is. I just think it just makes so much sense. And actually, how many times does it happen, Luke, where we have the same idea and we come into a chat together and we go, "Oh, I'm thinking of doing this." And it's like, shit, you said it first. I'm thinking of doing the same thing.
Well, we did it with one shot, didn't we?
Yeah.
We both got him exactly the same time without even talking about it.
Yeah. FPL Slovakia. How old are you guys? I'm 31. Luke, you're 18,
25.
25.
I'm 25.
Adam Brown, how can I download CM0102 onto my Mac? I used to have a Mac. You can definitely do it. But I think it's just as easy as Googling literally CM0102 download.
Yeah. I'm
and it's free, isn't it?
Person. Yeah, and I managed to get it, so it's quite easy.
Yeah. Owen Walsh, Irons, any thoughts on Masuaku not starting this weekend?
I would have said he probably wouldn't have started if we played better in the second half, but I think we were just as bad playing 4 at the back as we were with 5 at the back. So I think we will probably revert back to how we've been getting results. So I think he'll play, but it proved, didn't it, that if we are to play 4, then Masuaku is the one to go. And I think that's the reason I wouldn't have gone for him.
Yeah. Pep Talk, has anyone heard any news on whether Zaha has recovered from COVID and is available to play this weekend? Need him with Villa players missing. Is he recovered? I don't know whether it's been official that he's back though, is it?
No, but it's strange because he's been out for a long time now.
Yeah.
Don't
know. To be honest, I haven't heard much. So yeah, if he's in your team, that could be really unlucky. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know whether he's back or not. I don't think there's been anything official to say that he's back.
No.
United FPL, are Derby the whipping boys this season? And they seem to be. But it's still that thing. If you're playing away to Derby, I still wouldn't target that as a fixture. But if you're home to Derby, I definitely would.
Yeah.
Mike H, FPL, who would you captain this week from Jesus, Mane, or Werner? I think if Jesus plays, I think I'd be all over him. But Werner, I feel like that's a good fixture for them. There's nothing wrong with their fixture, but I think if you've got any confirmation that Jesus is starting, I think I'd be over Jesus, to be honest. Do you feel the same, Luke?
Yeah, no, for me, I'd definitely be going Jesus. I think he's going to start the weekend, and against Fulham at home, it's the sort of fixture you need to target, isn't it?
Yeah. Billy Hadaway, Irons, when can we start to think about bringing Antonio into our FPL teams? Now, this is interesting, Luke, because I was going to ask you about this, because I didn't think he looked that good at the weekend.
They rushed him back, definitely. Yeah. It reminded me of, do you remember Harry Kane in the Champions League final, where Lucas Moura had played really well in the semi, and because Harry Kane was Harry Kane, they put him in the team, and I think everyone knows Antonio is probably our best player, so they rushed him back, even though Haller had played very, very well for us. So I'd like to think they'll put Haller straight back into the team because he had been playing very, very well.
Yeah. David H, thoughts on holding Newcastle Villa assets? Yeah, I mean, the problem is, unless you're holding someone like Grealish, a lot of those assets are going to be cheaper assets anyway. So you can hold them if you want to, but actually it's going to be quite easy to either move them to somebody that's a 4.5 or a 5, whatever it is. Someone like Ollie Watkins, I feel like now is a good time to move off of him. If you've got him, I think like moving him to someone like Bamford or Che Adams, someone like that would be quite a good idea. Watkins seems to be out of probably not going to be taking penalties anymore because he's not very good at them anyway. And now could be a good time to move off him, if I'm honest. Christopher C. Okay, I'm in a last man standing. Spurs at home, Everton away, or Leicester away. Who's the best pick this week? I don't know whether you feel the same as me, Luke. I would suggest that Spurs would be the best pick there against Arsenal at home.
I'd agree. I would agree.
I cannot see Arsenal getting a result there.
No, they're dreadful. I can see it being 0-0, but no, I think Spurs are far too good for that Arsenal side.
Yeah, and to be honest as well, I feel like that Arsenal team is very naive at times, and I feel like the way Spurs play, I feel like they're just gonna. I just can't see anything but a Spurs win. It could only be 1-0, 2-0. Like Mourinho might do one of those. We score the first goal and then just make sure we don't concede. But I can't see Arsenal getting anything out of that game.
No.
FPL Slovakia 25, lovely 20s. Yeah, it's a nice bit. I wish I was still in my 20s. Andy Cairns, is it a life choice to not drink, or were you just an effing nutcase on the hooch? So yeah, is it just you don't like drinking, or?
No, to be honest, I was scarred for life. I had a night out once where I went to a house party with some mates, but then they all drank far too quickly and got absolutely smashed, and I was literally left by myself. Ended up going out by myself without even knowing about it. I ended up knocking on my nan's house which is about 5 miles down the road, at about 4 o'clock in the morning, wearing only underwear and a t-shirt and one shoe. Sick on me, blood on me, and grass stains.
Nice.
So it's more I have no recollection of what happened between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. in that 6-hour period for there to be blood, sick, grass stains, and no trousers on. Yeah, not the best.
Did you ever get it tested? Was it definitely your blood and sick?
that was a worry, but no, that definitely was fine.
I've missed him. There we are. Jack Brockenshire, what's your Super Bowl prediction? It's always tough to call who you think is going to make it to the Super Bowl. I think you can't look beyond the Chiefs, unfortunately. Like the Chiefs are just so ridiculously good. I do really like the Steelers this year. They're 11-0. They've just beat the Ravens. I was all over the Ravens, but we're just crap, unfortunately, at the moment in bits. I do also like the Saints. I think the Saints are very, very good. They're still winning games, even with Taysom Hill in quarterback. So, I think one of those three would be my picks.
I think it will be my outsider. I'm going to go Titans versus Packers.
Bloody hell!
I like the fact that the Titans win playing pretty dirty. They're definitely not the best team going, but I like the fact that they can just run the ball. You saw it in the playoffs last year. They made it all the way to the AFC Championship game purely by giving the ball to Henry and just running.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I don't think they'll ever win it. You've got to have more than one style of game, haven't you? And they can't just run the ball all the time. Whereas I feel like Chiefs just have everything. And yeah, it'd be interesting. Packers is an interesting one, though, because I feel like their running game's regressed massively in the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Aaron Jones is really struggling. Ivan Jakimovsky, how are you doing at FPL this year? Not too bad, although this week I'm going to be falling down a bit, unfortunately, because I've got 2 Villa, 1 Newcastle, and the second half is underway. Either way, I am about 600k. And how are you doing, Luke?
I've been around the 1 million mark for a fair few game weeks now. I'm struggling to make any real gains on anyone. It's just not been my season so far. Struggling with captains. It's just not going the way I want it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Right, so we are back underway in the second half, so we'll stop our chats. I like that. That was a nice one. That was some cracking questions in the chat. Cheers for that, boys. Poster points. Has anyone seen the All or Nothing in the NFL? I haven't watched any of the All or Nothing. But I think did the Cardinals do it one year? Can't remember who it was now. Yeah. I think with those kind of programs, you watch one, and yes, they're really interesting, but after a while, it just gets a bit. I watched Sunderland Till I Die, and I watched the Spurs All or Nothing, and after a while, it was just a bit. They're all kind of the same stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
Close. Hughes almost makes it 3-0 for Newcastle. After a lovely 1-2 with Neil Maddison, he drills a rising shot from 25 yards out, which forces Wright into an acrobatic save to prevent Arsenal's day going from bad to worse.
Arsenal are still going to be bottom, aren't they?
Yeah, big time.
0 points.
Yeah. Marco De Giza, AJ Brown is unstoppable on his day for the Titans. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Although my favourite...
That's my thinking. I think Tannehill's pretty tidy. They've got...
I mean, Josh Allen's incredible as well. That's the Bills. Tannehill's doing good, sorry, yeah.
Tannehill's solid, and I think that the wide receiver running back combo they've got there is very, very nice. Probably one of the best in the league. So they can go far.
Yeah. Who's the other? Steph? No, I'm bloody thinking Bills all the time. Sorry, I don't know why I got Bills in my head. I was going to say Stephon Diggs then. Steve Bird, I'm a Dallas fan. This season is the biggest dumpster fire ever, so NFL chat just makes me sad. Surely that's a penalty. Savarese is pulled down to the ground by Darren Ward, and it looks like an easy decision for the referee, but he waves for play to continue. Tough break there for Millwall.
Who's on penalties for Millwall? Evans or Savarese, apparently.
Is it?
Yeah, so it could have been a brace.
Back to that Dallas fan. Yeah, that's unlucky, mate. Dak, he was on for a record-breaking season this year.
Funny thing is, in the NFC East, you can still make the playoffs. You win 3 or 4 of your last 5 games, and you'll get through with a 7-9 record, won't you?
Yeah, exactly. AD Tour struggling at 1 million. Try struggling in the 4 millions. Yeah, there's some people really struggling this year.
It's a really tough season. You know, I think it's one of the easiest seasons ever for probably the casuals. You know, after the Southampton Tottenham game, everybody jumped on Kane and Son, and they continued doing well.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one.
Ipswich 0, Leeds 1. Leeds still on top here, and Viduka will be wondering how he hasn't scored yet. The big Australian is getting into the right positions, but his end product could do with some work. Ipswich still struggling to get into the game here. One-way traffic. Jack Brockenshire, the Jets for the Super Bowl, surely. Now, I think the fact that Lawrence is trying his hardest to not be drafted by the Jets in the first round says a lot about what the Jets are like.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Lawrence. He's got to either go to the Jets or the Jags. It's not, you play so well and then you end up getting picked up by a team like that. It's Kyler Murray going to the Cardinals. The Cardinals are a half decent organisation, aren't they? And they can still do something. Whereas you just don't want to go to the Jets or the Jags. They never have good seasons, however good their players are.
No, just ruin him, won't they? I'm in a dynasty league, and we were talking about taking Lawrence, but the problem is, if you're playing for the Jets, Man United 0, Aston Villa 0, still not much in the way of action here at Old Trafford. Balaban with another speculative effort from long distance, but that was never troubling Barthez. Barthez going to haul, isn't
he? Yeah, and this is the thing, that this is what is massively going to affect the averages every week. If Man United don't score a goal, the average all of a sudden goes from being 70 or 80 to down to your 40s and 50s.
Exactly. Yeah, FPL Finn, Adam Gase will ruin Lawrence. Right, we better stop talking about NFL now because we got a Championship Manager stream to do, haven't we? Ronarid 9, Man United taking the piss. Is Ollie at the wheel? Yeah, you'd expect so, wouldn't you? Yeah, Ruben Nistelrooy's no Cavani.
No.
Oh. Rihanna Bassi, hold Villa, hold. Yeah, you can tell all those rude captains. Liverpool 1, Sunderland 0. A quiet start to the second half from both sides, with the home team continuing to dominate possession. I tell you what, now I'm quite happy if Liverpool have their clean sheet wiped out. I'm only owning Hippier, whereas quite a lot have double up ready for the double game week. I take a clean sheet wipe out.
Yeah, my points are coming from Liverpool at the moment. You got the goal and 2 assists. That's where I'm getting all my points. So yeah, I desperately need that clean sheet to stay intact.
2 assists.
2 clean sheets. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I was thinking, shit, you got 2 assists as well. Nice Godfrey, yeah, I've heard Zepeda just woke up. Or FPL Ferrell. Will Rude go off on 59th minute? 4-1 odds. Chelsea 0, Blackburn 0. Absolute snore fest, this one. Neither side doing much in the way of attack yet, but that may change as Blackburn bring on Matt Jansen for Ronald de Boer. Oh, don't knock out my Desai clean sheet. Ivan Jakumovski. I quite like Sam Darnold. I think the Jets have made him so much worse than he is. Some team will steal him once they pick Lawrence and will come good. Yeah. I fancy Sam Darnold to be like a Tannehill. He'll go to another team and he'll do quite well when they use him properly.
Yeah. There's a few like that, isn't there? You know, Matt Stafford's made a career out of being a very, very good quarterback for a terrible organisation.
Yeah. Well, you look. It was the other day. Aaron Rodgers came out and said, people don't realise how good Matt Stafford is. He's an incredible quarterback. Kirk Cousins is the same. Kirk Cousins is a cracking quarterback. They hated him at the Redskins, didn't they?
Yep.
Sorry, at the football team. Goal. Liverpool are 2-0 up against Sunderland. Goal scorer Vladimir Smica. Assist Nicky Barmby.
Not a particularly inspiring goal.
Fun fact about Nicky Barmby. Went on a stag do in Poland and had to watch the Liverpool Champions League final when they beat Spurs. And Nicky Barmby was in the pub with us.
Really?
Yeah. While the stag was wearing a full-on Nicolas Cage outfit with like just loads of pictures of Nicolas Cage. So we went up to him and said, from one Nick to another, do you mind if we have a drink together? So they had a drink for half an hour.
Oh, well. Smica scored in a Champions League final, didn't he?
He did, against AC Milan.
Yeah, he scored the second goal.
Yeah. Who was it? Alonso, Smica and...
Gerrard scored a header. He got it back to 3-1, and then Alonso missed the penalty and scored.
Yeah. Liverpool 2, Sunderland 0. Barmby hits a speculative cross in from the byline. The ball bounces towards the edge of the box and Smica opts to just smash it on the half volley. No one was more surprised than him to see it flying into the top corner. Top bins. Billy Hadaway, who was Barmby supporting? He was supporting Liverpool that night. FPL depression, not Carragher from the halfway line. That's a shame. Andy Cairns, I came for NFL chat. Yeah, our season's going a bit interesting at the moment. Our NFL fantasy season.
Yeah, I think we're both 6-6, aren't we?
Yeah, crap, really. My teams, honestly, all my picks that I wanted from my draft at the beginning of the year, they've all either been injured or COVIDed this week. It's all going wrong.
Yeah.
Chelsea 0, Blackburn 0. Jansen almost makes an immediate impact after coming on, getting on the end of a bird cross, but putting his header inches wide. I'm not getting this Desai clean sheet, mate.
I'm captaining Jansen next week. I'm telling you right now, I'm doing it. I love it. It's so exciting. I'm getting him in.
I don't understand. Why would playing away from Chelsea make you get Jansen for 2 home games against hard opposition next?
Fun, isn't it?
Fun. You always say it's fun, and then you do badly and go, oh, fuck this game. To be fair, you say fuck this game when you're not getting 70s and 80s. So I'm just trying to think then. So at the moment, I'm on for a slightly better week than you, but it's just based on clean sheets. Neither of us have an attack and return, do we?
No. Well, hippier, but defensive return, kind of.
Yeah. Goal. Everton are 2-1 up on Charlton now. Radzinski with the goal. No assist. James Howe. I watched the Liverpool-Milan final in a bar in Hong Kong and John Walk was in there. David Strom, Luke 20 for bravery.
Agreed.
Billy Hadaway, Luke 1 for decision making.
Well, that's not fair.
David H, NFL snooze fest. Yeah, other than that, keep up the good work, chaps. Sorry, mate. Yeah, we sometimes we just get on a roll with talking about stuff. We talked about old games for half an hour last week.
Yeah, and I was the one nearly falling asleep then.
Yeah. Ronarid9, is your Wolfpack man Clarkey all right? Saw he's left Twitter. He left the Wolfpack just before he left Twitter, so we have no idea. He left without saying anything, to be fair. He did. A bit of news on that Radzinski goal. Another great move from Georgiadis, lofting across into the box, which Campbell met with a powerful header. Zachrison could only parry it, and Radzinski was quick to nip in and tuck the ball home.
GX seems to be involved a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm just going to call him GX from now on. Rob Reed, congrats Radzinski owners. David Strom's still going on about pegging. Poster points, what's the percentage of Hippier? I think it was 20%. I think Captain brought it up earlier, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, just looking, there are a lot of clean sheets still there, aren't there? Some pre-60-minute subs to tell you about. Smeetser has gone off for Biscan. Gunn has gone off for Reusser. Zola has gone off for Forsell. And Atherton has gone off for Boyce. Tough for Atherton, who was playing well. That is tough. He got the assist, but people that own him are going to be slightly annoyed they're not going to get the clean sheet to go with it.
No, he had the assist. That would have been an absolute haul. We were looking at a 10 to 12 pointer there, and now, what, 4 or 5 points if he gets some bonus?
He might get a bonus, yeah, but it doesn't always happen like that, does it?
No, it's a shame. You know, your defender that got an assist is probably now going to score less than somebody who just gets his clean sheet. It's a shame.
Yeah, Andy Martin, Hippier captain next week. Do you know what? I am very, very tempted. I'm going to be interested to see what the leak is about, whether they give us any information on the double, but I doubt they do, to be fair.
No, I'm intrigued by next week because Rude does have Blackburn away, which is a tough fixture. It could be a different week for captaincies.
Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0. Newcastle well on top here, and they've had a number of chances to make it 3. Caught the latest man to go close after seeing his header from a Shearer cross glance the bar. Arsenal showing nothing in the way of attack. Adam Brown's just reposting the tweet. FPL depression this season is absolutely pegging me in FPL and ChampManFPL.
Oh no.
Oh, they ask him why it's not a Campbell assist.
Because they don't give away FPL assists in this.
No, exactly.
It has to be an assist in the game unless it's if a player is fouled for a free kick or penalty, they do give out the assist.
Man United 0, Aston Villa 0. We passed the hour mark and it's still goalless at Old Trafford. Van Nistelrooy and Veron have had the best chances so far to break the deadlock. Hendry and Boateng make way for David Ginola and Paul Merson as the visitors look to finish strongly. I reckon Paul Merson's got a line of coke waiting for him in the changing room if he does well.
See, the two bloody good players to bring on, though, Ginola and Merson. Obviously lost a bit of pace at this point, but God, they were bloody good players. I used to love Merson.
Watching they control Merson, the game for you a bit, wouldn't they? They control the game for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch the thing with Harry Redknapp as manager of?
Just about to mention that.
Paul Merson was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, he was. It's the thing though, isn't it, where players like him, they'd never make it now, would they? Because of fitness levels and stuff. You look at fucking Razor Reddick, what he was like.
Matt Letizia, you couldn't have a player like him anymore.
Goal. Everton have extended their lead. They are now 3-1 up on Charlton. Grimandi with the goal. GX with the assist. GX is having an absolute stormer already at the start of this season. Yeah, Steve Bird. Villa bringing on the youth to spice things up. Yeah, Ginola and Merson. Arthur McCain, come on, Hart, get in. I don't think he's going to be coming on, unfortunately. Not because he's not even on the bench.
Just realised they've got Steve Stone on the wing as well, haven't they? Aston Villa.
Yeah, they're going for the Dad's Army team this year, aren't they?
Surely Man United can break down a midfield of Stone, Ginola, Merson with a young Hendry on the wing.
You surely think so? Adam Brown, the best book I've ever read is Paul Merson, How Not to Be a Professional Footballer. Totally recommend it. So GX is on fire today. The Charlton defence just cannot deal with him, and another pinpoint delivery from the byline is met by an Everton head, with Grimandi scoring their third. The game is rapidly moving out of reach for the home side, which is not good for Tomo in the chat, who obviously captained Yule.
No, it's the only tough thing about GX, who obviously looks quite good for Everton, is that was it game week 2? He played centre half, didn't he? He was playing in defence.
Yeah, that's right.
He as a midfielder with the attacking arrow going up front, to then playing centre back. It's a really strange one.
Yeah, he's he plays in a lot of positions, doesn't he?
I think he's just their best player in pretty much every position on the pitch. So yeah. It's a weird one.
David H. Best football autobiographies I've read are Alex Ferguson and Gaza. The Fergie one I absolutely loved. I read it within about 2 nights, I think. The other good one, if anybody's ever read it as well, is Secret Footballer. You ever read those? They're quite good. Goal at Spurs' ground. Spurs are now 2-1 up on Man City. Goal scorer Rebrov. Assist Salakovic. Yeah, Salakovic assist. People are going to be happy about that in the chat, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest goal we've had so far tonight, isn't it? With regards to ownership, maybe Hughes and Shearer, but that's a big one. Now, I actually work in publishing, and we're bringing out the Gareth Southgate autobiography very soon. So if you want to fall asleep, feel free to buy that and help me out with my bonus.
Well, somebody that could help you out with your bonus. Where's he gone? Oh, Michael Den4 he just won quite a bit on an accumulator, but he's retracted it now.
Yeah.
David H. Anyone know who the secret footballer is? I'm pretty sure it's Dave Kitson, isn't it?
Oh, really?
I think so. Pretty sure. Based on everything he says in it. So Salakovic goes flying down the right wing and looks to have run into a dead end before calmly nipping between Howie and Svensson and driving a low cross across the box. Rebrov is unmarked and easily slots home his second of the evening. Yeah, there he is. Look, Michael Den just won £3,837 on a Europa League ACCA.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow, that's crazy. That's the reason my missus is a Wolves fan. She's never been anywhere near the Midlands, but she put her first ever accumulator on, and I said, you've got no chance in that one. Wolves won't win. And Wolves with a late kickoff in her accumulator, and if she won £1,500.
God.
And they won away in the Championship 3-1 to Middlesbrough, who weren't scoring. Middlesbrough weren't conceding goals at the time, and they won 3-1. And she now just supports them because she won so much money, and it pissed me off.
Pep talk. Goal at Spurs' ground. Are you looking for the words White Hart Lane mode? I was. I had yeah. Oh, goal in the Charlton Everton game. Charlton have got one back. 2-3. Goal scorer Jason Ewell. Assist Wilcox.
Love
Jason Ewell. There you go, Tomo lad. What was the other one? Yeah, people are asking about your job, mate, because you said you were a data analyst and they're wondering about working in a publisher's.
Yeah, I work in the royalty department within a publisher, so I make sure that the authors are getting their right money, and some of the big authors are earning a lot of money. I bet
they are. FPL JJ, Michael Den, can you buy Mode some more mobile data? Literally, mate, it wouldn't be a lot of that, would it? And I could have data to last me the rest of the year. Oh, Michael Den, how much mobile data do you need, Mode? I'm buying. Yes, Michael Den, I like you already. Andrew Martin, yes, Yule. Yeah, Yule tidings. Optimus Prime, get those injections out of the chat. Game on, amazing run by Jason Wilcox takes him both past both Pembridge and McAteer before floating across to the near post for a somewhat fortunate finish from Yule. Not sure how much he knew about that one, but they all count. Yeah, FPL Slovakia, Wilcox again. What a performance. Do you remember last year when I owned Wilcox and he got me 3 assists in one game? He's got the quality on it, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a good player. Like I say, all these strikers in the game can go on a run. All the ones that are priced over about 7 million.
Blue Cantrell says, can see Villa sneaking a late winner. Don't worry, mate. Just breathe. It'll be fine. Thank you. Yeah, United FPL. You watch Man United score 3 goals in 10 minutes. I'm not sure they're going to, if I'm honest. I think this might finish 0-0. Goal at Watford are 2-1 up against Millwall. Goal scorer Petkov. Assist Ferrer. Petkov with the goal.
Andy Martin's just said in the chat.
No.
He just said, "Great night for me, ATM." Great early days though, and literally as he said it, Petkov scored.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
Taking everything away.
Will Cantrell, OFPL mode. Glad you like the surname. You're my favourite person in the chat tonight, mate. Dick Wellington, game changer, Petkov. He's my fucking vice captain again. Every time I vice captain him, Rude bloody doesn't do much, and Petkov goes off.
Yeah, both our vice captains are doing well.
Yeah, yours doing slightly better than mine.
Yeah.
Petkov though, I tell you, like you said, I think Petkov, Hughes, definitely going to be in the wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to need to make a Petkov gif. I agree, Captain. Ferrer weaves past Kinney before swinging a ball towards the back post. Petkov rises highest and nods the ball past Mark Tyler to restore Watford's lead. It was so obvious Petkov was going to do well this season. Wasn't it, FPL tactician? That's actually in the tweet as well. He must have just seen that come up in his mentions.
Did you watch the stream on Sunday, Andy?
No, I didn't, mate. I was asleep. Went to sleep at 8:30 on Sunday.
I was hoping you hadn't. Have a guess where West Ham are in the Championship. Obviously, out of 24 teams, where do you reckon West Ham are?
23rd?
Yeah, spot on. Well done.
Oh, really? I'll take that.
Yeah, 23rd, and we still had a few half-decent players.
Bloody hell. Someone said, by the way, I can't remember who it was now. I do want to find them. Colm Hayes, I feel $1 million after that Petkov goal. I like that. It's the 69th minute at White Hart Lane, and a Spurs player has really done himself a mischief here. Anderson has a gash-related injury and will need to see the team nurse. He's off and replaced by Stefan Everson. Old Trafford now.
Ooh.
Oh. Gash leg counter up to 3.
That's amazing.
Love that.
That's so good.
I hope we got a stub toe one as well.
Yeah.
So we've had 3 gash legs and we're in game week 4.
Nightmare.
Hang on, so who was off? I haven't even taken in who was off. Anderton
for Everson.
Yeah. And we're going to Old Trafford. Oh, people are going to love that. Gash leg counter. That's brilliant. Goal. Ruud van Nistelrooy has got his goal against Aston Villa. Assist Gary Neville. United are 1-0 up. Ruud van Nistelrooy has his goal. Now, this is when you start thinking with 20 minutes left, you could get another one.
Yeah, and again, this is why you can't not captain him. Unfortunately, he just does it every single week. I'm intrigued to see how Gary Neville got the assist because he is playing centre-back today.
Yeah. But Carl Norbury, captain, doing bits tonight. Andy Cairns, gash, we need more gash. Andy Martin, yes, captain. And now people start thinking about Ruud's goal. I'm not going to lie, captain, that's fucking brilliant. I absolutely love that.
The graphics are unreal, aren't they? It's so good.
Oh, I can't wait for the next stub toe or gash leg now. Right, I tell you what we want. We want somebody in the community to set up a sweepstake as to how many gash legs we're going to have by the end of the season.
Nice.
Man United 1, Aston Villa 0, Ruud van Nistelrooy. He can't stop scoring. United win a free kick at the edge of the box for a shove on Ryan Giggs, and the resulting free kick from Neville couldn't be better. Perfect height for Van Nistelrooy at the back post, and he does not miss those.
So who have we got on the pitch? We got Beckham on the pitch, Ron on the pitch, Giggs on the pitch. You know what? We'll give the set piece to Neville.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? To Gary Neville, Ruud's got bloody hell, Andy. Beckham has got to go for me. He's definitely not staying in wildcard. I might even ditch him next week, to be honest. Who have United got next week?
Oh God, that is a difficult one.
They must be away because they've been home 2 games in a row, aren't they?
Blackburn away.
Blackburn away. Yeah, see, I'm thinking maybe I ditch him and get a Liverpool midfielder in. Liverpool are 3-0 up on Sunderland now. Biscan with the goal, Murphy with the assist. So Liverpool are trouncing Sunderland. Biscan with the goal. Biscan, a few own Biscan, didn't they?
I see. This is it. I know that Tact wanted him, but then obviously the leak came out and he wasn't starting. So I'm hoping that Tact did keep him in the side. Obviously, scoring a goal off the bench, 5.5 million, still will be a solid return.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim Lam, I'm thinking of ditching Beckham too. I agree.
Yeah, well, I wonder what the percentage of his goals and assists were in the Premier League from set pieces, and he's barely on them in this game. So if he's not taking corners and free kicks, he's unlikely to return too many times.
Thing is, how much was he last year? 10 mil?
I think he was 10, and this year he's still 10? Or no, 9.5
9 now, yeah. And I just thought with that 1 million less, he would be good value, but he's still not. So the substitute is first to react from a Murphy free kick and calmly nods home Liverpool's third. Sunderland's defence completely asleep there, and it's looking like a comfortable win and clean sheet for the hosts. Disabled Gerrard is basically Kante in this game.
Yeah.
And disabled Veron takes them over Beckham most of the time anyway. So Veron will be taking the free kicks over Beckham. Yeah, Beckham's got to go.
Yeah.
It's going to be the exact same as last year. All my money's going to be in defence and strikers and nothing in midfield, especially with Petkov and Hughes doing so well at their prices.
Yeah, I was intrigued by the price. I think they priced everyone really, really well. I think, people, the Arsenal mids, the Man United mids, taking a little bit of money off and upping the price of the strikers. It looked like you might need to spread the funds about. But again, just the midfielders just simply don't do enough in comparison to the strikers and defenders.
Goal. Middlesbrough have extended their lead against Derby. 3-0 now. Boxic, the goal scorer. Gordon with the assist. So Boxic, the goal scorer. Gordon with the assist. Rob Pick is going to be dancing in his living room at the moment. I tell you what, I don't know what the rest of his team looks like, but he could be going near to the top, I would have thought.
Yeah, fucking
hell. Imagine Rob Pick, top of the league.
I genuinely, I would rather anyone in the world was serial killers. Genuinely,
right? I'll say it now. I prefer Too Good FPL to be top of the league than Rob Pick. Said it. I've said it. So let's have a look. Andrew Martin, don't get Petkov now. He's had his good fixtures. You are too late. FPL depression, not Zepeda and Atherton, not on. Yeah, exactly. So too easy for Borough. Gordon swings in a free kick from the left and Boxic rises again above the Derby defence to plant a header past Poom. Tell the fat lady to start warming up. This one's over. David Strom, captain Boxic. Fair play. Rob Reed, I have Boxic and Gordon. Disable. Mids make up about 7 of the top 10 point scorers. I don't like Disable in the chat. He always goes against what I say and he's always right.
They'll likely be, as we say, the Petkovs, Arcas, etc., won't they?
The ones you can afford, yeah. I mean, Veron will, I'm assuming, be near up the top as well, won't he?
Yeah, but you know what you're getting with Veron. It's the Beckhams and the Giggs and the Salakovic's, etc., that you're not sure you want to take the gamble on.
Calm Hayes. Aha, which one of you is going to get Rob in the Ryder Cup picks? To be fair, if he's top, he will still be picked last.
Well, I think they're just going to give them to us, aren't they?
Yellow cards. Boxic has picked up a yellow card for a push on Jody Morris, and he's not the only one to go into the book. Desai, Wise, Elliott, Riggott, Albertini, Ashley Cole, and Alan Shearer have all been cautioned. Desai, what are you doing?
Oh, wow.
FPL Black Box. Petkov and Hippier, captain for me this week. Fair play. Oh, that's Az. Evening, Az. FPL Farrow, I'd rather a serial killer win the game than Rob Pick. Bro.
It's true. Those are my honest opinions. I'm sorry, Rob. And the thing that winds me up the most is that Rob knows the scores. So when I talk to him and he's like, oh, it's Boxic and so against One Chop and Hegem. He knows that he's already beat me. He's sitting there like,
yeah.
I'm so angry.
We would rather see Fred West at the top of the ChampMan League than Rob Pick.
Fred West starts playing and wins. I'll shake his hand.
Ipswich 0, Leeds 2. Singh with the goal, Bakker with the assist. Singh is hauling in Hart's place. How are you feeling, Luke?
I could have gone top. Oh, mate, that's wowed me up. As if Harpo Singh's doing this. Fair play to him.
Yeah. Did Singh score last week as well?
Fuck knows. I probably wiped it from my memory.
Yeah. So FPL Black Box, hello. Yeah, evening, Az. Cheers for joining us, mate. I think, is this your first time watching? I hope you're enjoying it so far. FPL Depression, Viduka doing nothing. Yeah, Viduka. Literally, he's not been involved in any goals so far this year.
No.
Calm Hayes, Bakker returns for Singh, like that. Ipswich 0, Leeds 2. This one looks to be all over. With the home side yet to register a single shot on target, the Leeds pressure has finally paid off, with Singh finishing from a brilliant Bakker cross. They'll be singing Bakker in Leeds tonight. Sorry. Oh, wow. Pep talk. What the fuck, Singh? When I signed Hart for a hit. Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronald 9, avoid Singh now. I would as well. To be honest, I don't think you can touch Singh or Hart now. Is Kuehl alive, says a Sam Osman. I completely fucking agree. He's done nothing for me. Oh. Andrew Martin, Chris Basham has finished top of bonus points for Sheffield United every game, but nobody talks about it.
Well, there is one person that talks about it. There's one person that's fucking talking about it.
God, that's like being, the goals are coming thick and fast now. We have a clean sheet wipeout. Oh, God, who's this? It's going to be Chelsea, I reckon.
Liverpool.
It's going to be Matty Jansen.
No, Liverpool all day long.
It could be Man United.
Yeah, it can only be Chelsea, Leeds, Liverpool, or Man United. He'll be one of those four.
Try not to react, Luke. Try not to react.
If this is Liverpool, I'm going to cry because that's all I've got. Could
be Bolton. Could be
They have put "we have a clean sheet wipeout" with such big letters for Bolton.
Yeah, if it was Rob Pick, maybe.
Yeah.
People are going mad. Please not Liverpool. Please not Liverpool.
I'm going to cover my face so I don't give anything away.
That looks like... Goal. Ipswich have a goal against Leeds. Kumas with the goal. Finidi with the assist. I think people can breathe a little sigh of relief there. There's not many Leeds defensive owners out there, I don't think, with Hart missing. I think a few have... I'm trying to think who people have, actually. I think some people... I've seen Radaby in a few teams. And not many more, really, to be fair.
No, I think it's Hart or nothing. So yeah, I think that one's pretty pointless, really.
Literally, poster points, the suspense, Christopher C. Thank God for that.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy with that.
Yeah, people are very happy by the looks of things. Although Az is saying R.I.P. Ferdinand, so yes, people do still own Leeds defenders. Fionn Hayes, few. Rihanna Bassi, few. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was.
Yeah.
So Ipswich 1, Leeds 2, Kumas. Heartbreak for Leeds back line, who have somehow managed to concede from Ipswich first real attack. Kumas getting on the end of an ambitious Finidi cross. Leeds really should be clearing their lines there. Game on.
Yeah.
Philiem, they're good at blowing leads. Leeds is a really nice bloke, actually. There it was. Penny dropped.
I'm just upset Dion Dublin's not playing.
Yeah. And also, sorry for anybody out there who's a Hart owner, because obviously he's lost his clean sheet there. Michael Den 4, still have 5 clean sheets intact. To be honest, mate, I'm surprised you're still on the stream and you're not out spending it in the pubs. Your winnings?
What's the biggest bet you've won?
Biggest bet I've won?
Yeah.
Borough goal disallowed. Offside, Steve Finnan. The substitute almost had an immediate impact, nodding home from a Johnston cross. Unfortunately for the Irish international, he strayed just a fraction offside and will have to wait a little longer for his first goal for his new club. My biggest win, not really on bets. I've won a couple £100 before on like last man standing things. So I did one at my local pub, won £300 on that. 13 weeks that lasted, and I managed to win every week. I think that's about it, really. You?
To be honest, it was over the last World Cup, the 2018 World Cup. I put £100 into my account, and I was happy to lose that during the World Cup just to mess about. And I ended up at the end of the World Cup with £3,200.
Really?
No, it just seemed everything that I bet on just seemed to keep coming in.
Bloody hell. Goal. Everton are now 4-2 up against Charlton. Campbell with the goal. McAteer with the assist. Campbell is having quite a good little start of the season as well, isn't he?
Yeah. I still don't like the fact McAteer's at Everton. Really messes with my head.
Yeah, big time. Flapjack, tell me about the Skittles World Championships. Unfortunately, there isn't a World Championships. It seems to be just a bit of a Somerset thing. But yes, if anybody needs, Skittle players for their teams, I am more than available. I have a pretty good average, pretty good spare taker as well. Luke, you could always be our sticker-upper if you like, mate.
I will do.
For anybody that doesn't know what a sticker-upper is, it's a person that stands at the bottom of the alley and sticks up all the pins. So, Campbell goal. Charlton looked to be getting back into it, but this may have finally put the game to bed. GX, again the playmaker, chipping across into McAteer, who knocks it back for Campbell to drill home his second and Everton's fourth. I think GX is 4.5, isn't he?
Cool, I don't know, whatever he is.
I think he's going to be in my wildcard team.
Yeah, no, it's strange because obviously they're playing their terrible goalkeeper, aren't they? And we had this last year with Spurs when they had Jalal in goal, or whatever his name was. If ever goalkeepers, teams can't field a proper goalkeeper, you just need to target them, whoever they are. We jokingly said it when both those keepers got sent off to target Everton, but we didn't think it would work.
No, I know. Captain saying GX is 5 million, by the way. Joe Finley Badder. I like my Skittles. Purple and red are my favourite. Clean sheet wipeout. But for who, Chris Kamara? God, right, here we go again then. So I am going to go. I'm gonna go Chelsea's clean sheet.
I'm going to go Newcastle, but that's more hope because I have Liverpool and Manchester United defenders.
By the way, everybody in the chat, could you let us know what we kind of maxed out at on the stream tonight? Because we obviously don't have a clue because we don't watch the actual YouTube stream. So let us know what we kind of got to before we find out what the clean sheet wipeout is. Oh, please don't be one of my clean sheets. If it's Liverpool, like I said, I'll probably take the Liverpool one. If it's a Sunderland goal, as long as it's not an Arca goal.
Yeah, I think you'd be off for Liverpool conceding.
Yeah, I think I would. It's always Phillips, says Rihanna Bassi. Goal. Arsenal. Ashley Cole with the goal. Thierry Henry with the assist. So Newcastle are now 2-1 against Arsenal. Newcastle have lost their clean sheet. Ashley Cole with the goal. Thierry Henry with the assist.
Well done to, again, tactician. He brought in Ashley Cole this week. He's now...
Did he actually?
He's conceded 2 and he's got a yellow card, but he scored a goal. So you're looking at 7 points. Fair play.
Just under 300 by the sounds of things in the chat, which is pretty good for game week 4.
Look who's turned up. Rob Pick. Off.
Rob Pick, we've been chatting about you a bit tonight, mate. All good things. All good things.
Positive.
FPL Black Box, I hate this game. Oh, he must be a Newcastle defensive owner. Andrew Martin, Cashley, what a week. Andy Martin, what are you roughly on now? You must be having a storming week.
Yeah,
Pennant, so I spoke about Pennant, didn't we? Swings the ball into the box. Henri controls with his chest. Arm, question mark? Before laying off a pass to Cole, who buries it into the bottom corner. Screams of a handball as Henri quietly smirks on his way back to the centre circle. I can't imagine it's his arm. He's not got a history of doing that kind of stuff.
no. Well, not for what, 7 years? Anyway.
Yeah, not for Arsenal. Maybe for France.
Yeah, that was just before the 2010 World Cup, wasn't it? The 2009 qualifying. Yeah,
it was Ireland, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Billy Hadaway, Shipman in the chat. We got Harold Shipman in the chat now, have we? Oh, that's probably what he's saying, isn't it? We'd rather a serial killer at the top.
I wish it was.
FPL Corf is Vignal on the pitch. To be honest, mate, he might have come on. Rob Pick, 2.5 million FPL when Mode had a pop at me on the pod. 400k now, keep going. Into the last few minutes of the game week now, over to White Hart Lane, where we have a fourth goal.
Oh, one chop. Please, one chop. Please.
One chop only needs one shot. Come on.
Because I've got one chop and Hegem. Well, no, but Rob had Gardner and Boxic, so it doesn't really matter. What are you thinking? Davies would be nice, actually.
No, I don't want Davies. I want a Man City goal. I want one shot. That's it. That's all I'm after. I don't want Davies. Could be a Rebrov hat-trick, says United FPL.
Oh, yeah.
Could be a Carlo Nash goal, says Mokoku FPL. Could be. Alex Allegretto, Poyet, please. FPL Beery, Poyet. Calm Hayes, you only get one shot. This is your chance to blow. Goal. Brow with the goal. Assist. Horlock. Spurs have been pegged back to 2-2 by Man City. Brow with the goal. Horlock with the assist. For somebody that I'd never even heard of before, I'm saying his name an awful lot tonight.
What an awful goal.
Popular goal, people are saying, yeah. Adam Brown, it'll probably be Brow again. Yeah, you're right, mate. Pep Talk was hoping for a Salakovic goal and a one-chop assist. Yeah, David Strom, bruh. I think I'm going to start calling him that. Bruh. FPL JJ had Brow as captain. FPL Panic, eyebrow raising result that was. Are we going to get a late goal, Luke?
Hopefully.
Spurs 2, Man City 2. Horlock clears Fortune's corner and the ball breaks to Brow at the edge of his own box. Full of confidence, the 19-year-old glides past King and Davies on a run from box to box before unleashing an absolute thunder cunt into the top corner. So he's basically scored the 2 goals of the season in the same game.
Yeah, well, this was around the time that Rooney scored that goal against Arsenal, was it? That unbelievable goal. It sounds like this bloke's the new Wayne Rooney in Arsenal.
He'll be signing for Man United next year.
Yeah. He'll be smashing it at the Euros.
He'll be putting up a thing saying Man City forever,
Yeah.
and then sign for United next year. Those sound like 2 unbelievable goals.
Yeah.
Right, we are coming into the 90th minute. Will it stop?
To be honest, I'd happily take no more goals because the only points I've got coming in are my clean sheets.
Liverpool 3, Sunderland 0. Sunderland piling on the pressure here, but is it too little too late? Phillips feeds the ball through to Arca, who drives a shot narrowly wide. That was 90 plus 1 minutes.
Yeah. Let's have the games now.
The B is silent in Bruff. Funny way to spell thunder, bastard. Gav Richards, take a brow, son, take a brow. Time for the rude brace. Optimus Prime usually have 1 goal in late minute. Sometimes we do. Sometimes they tease that we do, but we don't actually get one. It's all about what happens in the sim. Who's it going to be? Is there going to be one? It's going to be the Liverpool clean sheet wipeout, isn't it, mate? Will we have a last-minute goal? We always have a last-minute goal, don't we?
No, I'm going to say we don't. We don't.
I'm going to say we don't as well. We've got 50 seconds to wait. Andrew Martin, Irons does look like a young Phil Taylor.
That's definitely not a compliment.
I was just about to say that as well. I don't think it is either.
No.
Right. We'll get Captain to bring up our teams when you're going through the old goals at the end, mate.
Yeah.
The scores. Because I think, like I said, apart from Petkov, Hippier we both had as captain, it's just all my clean sheets that I think will edge me over past you, but it's not going to be 50 points worth, is it?
Yeah, it'll be close. I think you'll just about pit me this week.
Yeah. FPL depression, haha, what a dead compliment. Yeah, that's fucking horrible. I would hate to disappoint, so off to Anfield we go. Oh. Could be another Hippier goal.
It's not going to be, is it?
Imagine it's Hegem.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a Hegem goal. It's not going to be. They were pushing for a goal. It's going to be bloody Phillips and Arca, isn't it?
Hegem own goal.
Yeah, brilliant. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Carlton Aubrey, Manchester United always score. They do always score in this sim.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Oh, fuck off. FPL depression. FPL Matt Fowler, please. I'll tell you what, Luke. Why don't you cover your eyes and I'll describe it to you, all right, mate? Ben Baker, Sunderland goal, please. Don't you go sneaky peeking, mate. Phillips to Arca, 90 minutes. It is a goal for Liverpool. Danny Murphy has got the goal. Litmanen with the assist. Liverpool 4-0 and their clean sheet is intact. Oh, as so many men would like to be. Oh.
Why only men? Some women could get the old pegging involved.
Go back to pegging again, couldn't we? Oh. Yeah, people are now. Yeah, Lewis Kirby. Yes, no wipeout. FPL Flynn. Yes. Rihanna Bassi. Clean sheet survives. 3 ejector seat. Yari. Cole Mays. Clipmanen. FPL depression. Carragher clean sheet. Nice to have something. FPL black box. Few. FPL Beery, for fuck's sake. Liverpool 4, Sunderland 0, Murphy goal. Liverpool win a free kick in the dying seconds. Litmanen spots Murphy unmarked in the box and quickly flicks a free kick towards his teammate. Murphy gives it the deftest of touches, but it's enough to beat Sullivan. Job done. FPL Beery would have loved the meltdown. Yeah, Ronald 9. Liverpool have scored all their goals for the season. Gav Richards, my keeper, and all my back 4 clean sheets, same as me.
They haven't told us we're done yet.
Yeah.
Could say we're going back to Anfield for a 96th minute goal.
Lewis, get in. I'm getting pegged tonight. Sam Osman, Gerrard robbed. Well, you can't be robbed if you don't do anything in a game, unfortunately.
Wow, look at tact. 2 blanks.
Only 2 blanks for me, Zapata and Davies. And that is full time in our games. Luke, can you talk? Oh, that was nice. Does that always happen with the scores? They all turn yellow? That was lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. So can you talk us through the full-time results as Captain brings up our teams?
Yeah. Bolton 1, Leicester 0, Ipswich 1, Leeds 2, Liverpool 4, Sunderland 0, Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0, Middlesbrough 3, Derby 0, Newcastle 2, Arsenal 1, Spurs 2, Manchester City 2, Watford 2, Millwall 1, Chelsea 0, Blackburn 0, and Charlton 2, Everton 4.
Lovely stuff. So we're looking at our teams. We both had the Petkov Pet Cobb return. Thinking about it, yeah, I had David Beckham, you had Varane. We didn't get any clean sheet. We didn't get any extra clean sheet points in our midfield, did we? Morgenshot did nothing. Whelan did nothing. So we're going to talk us through the bonus points now. Bolton 1, Leicester 0. A hard-fought victory for Bolton. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, so we've got 1 save point for Jääskeläinen, 3 bonus for Pedersen, 2 for Fox, Cooper, DeVos, Wally, Sinclair, Delaney, and Taggart. So a nice 4-pointer for Wally. I will read out the yellows. We had a yellow for Sherwood, Taggart, Elliott, and Dennis Wise.
Lovely. I know a lot of people ask about the yellows, and we always said you could always have a look, but I suppose we get a little bit of time. It doesn't take too long.
No.
Jääskeläinen proving to be a good asset so far this year.
Yep, those the centre halves as well. If they get a clean sheet, they're getting your bonus as well.
Pep talk, that always happens, Mo. Captain is awesome. I don't think I've ever noticed it before. I think I'm always focusing on the other things on my screen because I've got so much open that I've never noticed it. But yeah, it's pretty good. Also, before everybody starts going, thank you so much for everybody for joining us again tonight. Ipswich 1, Leeds 2. Leeds dominant, but made things difficult for themselves at the end.
We have 2 save points for Sereni, 3 bonus for Singh, and then we have pretty much everyone on 2 bonus. Sereni, Gardso, Tariko, Haridason, Kumas, Fanidi, Mabry, Decor, Radaby, Woodgate, Kuehl, Keane, and Viduka, and there were no yellow cards in that game.
Harry Kuehl. That's the first return he's got for me. 2 bonus points.
Yeah, so anyone that got an 8 out of 10 there got 2 bonus.
Lovely stuff. Take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sereni hauling there a little bit though.
Yeah. You're looking at 5-pointer there. Not bad for a goalkeeper that concedes 2 goals.
Yeah, I say hauling. Yeah, like hauling for somebody that conceded 2 goals. So Liverpool 4, Sunderland 0. A routine win for the hosts with their defence standing firm. Will Hippier hold on to penalties?
So we've got Dudek 1 save point, Sullivan 1, Murphy 3, Hippier 2, Dudek, Risa, Carragher, Lipmanen, Barmby, and Biscan with 1. So well done to the people that went Risa and Carragher over Hegem. You get your extra point.
Yeah.
And there were no yellow cards in that one either.
Yeah, Sammy Hippier.
Emerson Tome with a 7 out of 10 despite conceding 4 goals. He's a really solid pick. He's really good for those average ratings, even though he's conceded 4 goals there.
He really is. Man United 1, Aston Villa 0. A boring game, but United bagged 3 points to maintain their lead at the top of the league. Ruud van Nistelrooy cannot stop scoring.
So we have 1 save point for Schmeichel, 3 bonus points for Sylvestre, 2 bonus points for Junior, and 1 bonus point for Neville, Varane, York, Schmeichel, Alpe, Melberg, and Van Nistelrooy. So only 1.
Yeah, 1 bonus point for Ruud van Nistelrooy and 3 for Sylvestre. I tell you what, Sylvestre is having a bloody good season so far as well, isn't he? Yeah, he's the one to own if you're only going to own 1 in defence. But I'm just looking at it and wondering whether that double Man United defence is a good way to go.
Yeah, Gary Neville, assist and a bonus today, got a 10-pointer.
Yeah. Well, and Junior as well, Roque Junior.
Yeah.
Not awful.
There were no yellows in that one as well, by the way.
Adam Brown could be on for 100 points this week. Bloody hell. Middlesbrough 3, Derby 0. A routine win for Borough, who move up to 6th after today's win. Boxic, the star man, unlucky to not get a hat-trick.
So, save points, 2 for Poom and 1 for Crossley. 3 bonus for Boxic. Well done, Rob Pick. So happy for you. 2 bonus for Johnston and Platts. And then the yellow cards went to Riggott, Paulins, and Boxic.
Bear says Bolton for the title. Great stream, guys. One of the best games ever made. Yeah, thank you. Obviously, we're not taking credit for the game, but we're taking credit for the stream. So cheers. Us and Chris, obviously, captain. Arthur McCain 3 for Sylvestre. Joke. Adam Brown, my front 3 got 2 goals each and captain. Whoa. Going to be up for manager of the week there. Literally, that is pretty good, that is. Newcastle 2, Arsenal 1. Arsenal enter the relegation zone and have yet to register a point this season. Hughes controlled the game today, a great win for the home side and another brace for Alan Shearer.
So we have a save point for Shay Given, 3 bonus for Hughes, 2 for Shearer and Quinn. The yellow cards went to Ashley Cole, Albertini, Marcelino and Shearer. Hughes just keeps rolling on, doesn't he?
He does. He's got to come in sooner rather than later, hasn't he?
Yeah, looking good.
The other thing as well, he's controlling these games. He is constantly getting 3 bonus points above Shearer. Twice now Shearer's had braces and not got the top bonus, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, cheers. I think there's a few people leaving the chat. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight. If you're still in there, obviously we'll be here till the end of the bonus points and until the last tweet comes out saying cheers for joining us. It's lovely having you all here with us, so thank you very much. Spurs 2, Man City 2. A fair result with Rebrov taking home a brace for his efforts today. It was 19-year-old Scotty Brown who stole the show, though, with 2 solid contenders for September's goal of the month.
So we have 1 save point for Nash, 3 bonus for Rebrov, 2 for Brow, Perry and Ziga. And the yellow cards went to Simon Davies and Flitcroft.
You've had a few odd 1 bonus points there, mate. You're fine.
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I'm annoyed I'm reading out the yellow cards now because normally that would have gone over my head and I'd have not seen it.
Yeah. Just trying to think. So Rude only got his 14 points, captain, didn't
he? Yeah. Only.
To be fair, the fantasy dude did say, didn't he, that he was thinking this was going to be a low-scoring week for Rude. And if you wanted to go for someone else, it might be a good week. Watford 2, Millwall 1. Petkov scores the winner in a tough game for the hosts. What a player he is turning out to be. But we all knew that, didn't we?
1 save point for Atmatsidis, 1 for Tyler, and then bonus 3 for Savarese, 2 for Atmatsidis, Paul Robinson, Ward, Gali, Swannell and Bircham. No bonus points for Petkov.
That's a shock.
Yeah, so the Watford 4 million defender there got 2 bonus. You're looking at a nice 4-pointer despite conceding a goal. So he might be value if he's getting some bonus.
What rating did Petkov get then, not to get any bonus?
Petkov got a 7. So the man of the match, Savarese, got a 9, and then the other bonus went to players with rates.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. Maybe Andy was right all along.
Chelsea 0, Blackburn 0. A dull game, but both teams maintain their unbeaten record. Carbone, the only player who really looked like scoring.
So we have save point for Kudicini and Vesterveld, 3 bonus for Melchior, 2 for Carbone, Gudjonsson, Forsell, Vesterveld, Wallace and Desai. Yellow cards for Desai and Weatherall. So that proves my point that when Weatherall gets a clean sheet, he gets bonus.
Yeah.
It's not there. So all my plans are going down the shitter.
All your plans, yeah, with your 50 extra points you got over me. No, 40, whatever it is. Desai, though, I reckon I'll be somewhere between 5 or 10 points more than you this week. I think that's going to be it.
You had quite a good week. Not amazing, but not bad at all.
To be honest, I haven't had a bad week this year. The only bad week I had was when I didn't captain Rude in the second week. The rest of the weeks have been good.
You've been getting about 60, 70 every week.
Yeah. Charlton 2, Everton 4. Who saw this being the highest scoring game of the week? A brace for Campbell, but GX was the star man today. Everton up to 11th.
So we have a save point for Zachrison, 1 for Simonson, 3 bonus points for GX, 2 for Campbell, and 1 for Wilcox and McAteer. No yellow cards in that one. Yeah, GX with a 10 out of 10. Kevin Campbell also had a 10 out of 10, but only GX got the 3 bonus.
FPL Finn's asking, does a yellow card bring their rating down? I don't think it does, but you'll have to check.
You'd assume it does. Desai got bonus there for you with a yellow, so I assume it has plays some sort of part, but may not be massive.
Yeah. Gav Richards, first time watching this. I must say you've made this really fun, lads. Cheers, mate. Hope you join us next week as well. Thanks for playing along this week. Here is the league table as it stands. So, Luke, if you want to just talk to us about some key positions in the league table or talk us through all of them, mate, it's up to you.
Yeah, so we only have 2 unbeaten sides now. We have Man United with 4 wins in 4 and Bolton with 3 wins in 3. And then at the bottom, we only have 2 sides without a victory. 3 sides. We've got Villa, 4 losses out of 4. Arsenal, 3 losses out of 3. And Derby are rock bottom with a very, very poor goal difference and 4 losses out of 4.
I'm just catching up. Rob Pick's been in the chat going, what have these boys been saying about me?
Only things. We think you're a great guy, Rob.
Here's your Game Week 4 Team of the Week. How many did you have? So who was the star man this week, mate?
The star man was Brow, Hippier and Murphy, scoring 14. Yeah, not bad at all. Rebrov 13, Boxic 12, Singh 13, GX 11. Yeah, solid scores. Certainly not the biggest team of the week we've ever seen. There weren't massive hauls coming from anywhere, were there?
Yeah. Some people are asking, by the way, whether we're getting beers out for next week. You're more than welcome to. It's the 23rd is when I'm going to be properly getting on the beers, and we're going to try and get Luke on the beers as well. So anybody out there, 23rd of December, that's going to be the day. You never know. Maybe Captain could do a nice little counter for how many drinks Luke has. By the way, big up for Captain as well. That gash leg one was brilliant.
Very good.
Bear GX might be worth a punt. Looks capable of almost anything. Thanks, guys. Brilliant stream. Cheers, Bear. It sounds so weird saying Bear. Chris Blinko. Thanks, guys. Great work again. No worries, mate.
The team of the week tweet has now gone over a minute, so I don't know if there is going to be a goodbye tweet. So you may want to wrap it up, Andy.
Yeah, no worries. Well, thank you for everybody for joining us again. Hopefully your week has been good and hopefully you got a few green arrows. It's been a fairly good week for me and Luke, I would say. And basically just, cheers for everybody for joining us again. Luke, cheers, mate. Hopefully you're still in the top 10.
I don't think I will be, but it's fine. I think I'll be around the average. I can't. It was going to be tough to get a green arrow at 10th place, but if I remain in the top 50, I'll be happy, I think.
Yeah, good man. So from both of us here and from Captain as well, massive oi. Make sure you tune in again next week because Game Week 5 is going to be a big one with a double game week. And have a good